I'm WWE Hall of Famer Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Tito Santana.
This is Kurt Angle.
This is Bret the Hitman Hart, and this is going out to Scott and Holly.
You are listening to the
Win Twice Wrestling Podcast
with Scott and Holly.
Oh, it's true. It's damn true.
And this ho's for everybody. Ho!
Ladies and gentlemen, you are about to listen to the incomparable Win Twice Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Scott and Holly. We always go over, brother, and that's the bottom line. Dig it? So, sit back, relax, and prepare to be entertained.
Hello everyone and welcome to episode number 78 of the Win Twice Wrestling Podcast alongside your hosts Scott and Holly. Afternoon Holly, right?
Hello.
It's been a while.
It has.
I feel like I say that quite a lot on these things, but as of late we knocked out about 4 in a row.
We did.
And then had kind of a couple weeks off because I was away.
Yep.
In fact, pretty much that was the main driving force, to be honest. And you're away soon as well, so we're going to be playing catch up again shortly. But we've at least kept a nice consistent rhythm. I'm going to get it out of the way right away.
Do it.
I'm sorry.
Yep.
For this show. I'm sorry for many things. Mm-hmm. This show was something.
Yep.
Now, I'm being deliberately cryptic at this point. I thought that with it being luchador based, we were going to get a lot of lovely cruiser fighting, and then some wrestling as well. Some cruiserweight wrestling with people that you might partially know a lot of, and then just a few little sprinkled special editions. Definitely a sprinkling of special, but I'll be honest, I'm going to say it right off the bat, this was the most difficult show from start to finish that I have ever watched for this podcast.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'll go into more detail, obviously, when we get to the tail end of this, but the journey is going to be long and winding. The show that I decided to cover, so let me give a little bit of reasoning behind this. So I saw on YouTube, on the WCW, I don't know if it might have been WWE Vault, actually. They put up an episode of an unaired pilot.
Oh, yeah.
Unaired being the word. Of WCW, Festival De Lucha.
Yeah.
Now, what's not to love about a festival?
Yeah, okay.
What's not to love about, well, I was going to say WCW, let's just say wrestling. And then it turns out you add them all together and you sometimes get like some is more than the separate ingredients. What's the opposite? Because that is what happened here.
Yeah.
Like I gave someone all the ingredients for a lovely cake, and they shit in their hands, clapped a bit, and then handed that back to me.
Tasty.
I think I didn't know if it was going to help or hurt. This show didn't have commentary.
Yes, it did not.
It would have been in the Spanish language, so it wouldn't have been particularly helpful.
Yeah.
And I thought, do you know what? Fine with that. It was only then that it dawned on me that, even I don't know who some of these people are. And I'm going to tell you now, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be in for an amazing treat when we hear exactly how Holly has tried to name these individuals, not knowing who they are.
No idea who they are.
To the point where Holly didn't look them up.
No, I didn't.
You'll have known legitimately three people, actually. Definitely 3, but I think one of them you'll have gone, well, we haven't, I don't think we've actually seen them in the show properly.
There's definitely 3.
Oh, okay, 4 then, if you were including the manager that we weren't expecting.
No, 4, I know them.
4. Okay.
So 5.
I've got a bit of background. I wanted to give you, because obviously, like I said, we will cover, within reason, any form of wrestling as part of this show, because it's nice to experience the whole gambit.
Mud wrestling?
Mud wrestling? There are some WCW shows and WWE shows where we will get some jelly wrestling. I wouldn't say wrestling. There's definitely jelly and mud, though. And Lucha Libre, to me, Mexican wrestling, I might have mentioned it in a previous episode. I think I probably have. For me, it's the most difficult form of wrestling to engage with and keep me raptured, basically, because... Raptured? No, that's not the word, either way. But keep me engaged in it, effectively. Keep me I wish I was raptured partway through this show.
That's too good for even no reason.
I was praying to all the gods to rapture me as I was watching this. But and the reason why is because it feels more, and you probably will appreciate this now, feels more like a dance routine than it does a wrestling match. It's like a orchestrated, I don't know, wrestling is what it is, but it's like a orchestrated, right, you do this move. The one thing I hate, and I do not understand why they use this in Lucha Libre, because it adds nothing, is that I'm going to run into you and just knock you back a little bit with my shoulder, then run and hit the ropes. What does that do? There's obviously some fundamental reason why they all do it, but they all do it, and I never think, that looks good.
Okay.
Because it doesn't stop anyone. It doesn't do anything. It's not additive. It's very much subtractive. Okay. I feel like you might be getting the sense of how well this show landed with me. I said I disliked it several times. But there were a couple of bright moments for me.
Good.
I really had to look for these bright moments. Like really, we're talking about bottom of the barrel. I was scraping splinters out of the bottom of the barrel to find them, but I found something that I enjoyed.
Okay, good.
And probably will never see them on another show again while we're doing this podcast. Okay. But like I said, you had to clutch on to whatever you could get. I'll probably ask it later on, so I'll skip it when I do get there.
Right.
Again, for you, it's all the keep the expectations low.
Always.
But I feel like maybe even you and I hadn't given you any impression because I'd never seen it.
No.
But what were you thinking that we were in store for?
I genuinely had no idea.
Yeah.
None at all. And I'm always a little apprehensive in life.
Justifiably so after this.
But so I genuinely had zero clue. The only thing I knew from it was I think you might have started watching it before I did.
I did.
And you said to me, "There's no commentary."
I did, yes.
And that's all I knew when I started watching it. And I was like, "How weird! That's going to be so bizarre."
And then I apologised to you.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
you did.
Yeah. So obviously in Lucha Libre in general, they love a multi-man match. And every now and then, I can abide by it. It's fine. But to me, this wasn't a good representation of what Lucha Libre is, I don't think.
I was going to ask, because obviously I've not watched... The only experience I guess I've had is, well, now this.
Yeah.
And tiny snippets from...
highlight reels online.
Of course.
Yeah. So yeah. It's not the worst example, I guess, but the fact they were trying to showcase it through almost entirely multi-man matches where you see the same. Bearing in mind, they said that, I mean, the way this was put together, you'd be forgiven for thinking it was 3 episodes put into one.
Yeah.
Because there are a total of 12. It's a 2-hour show. Let's get that out of the way. There are a total of 12 matches. Only one match was 1v1. All the other matches were multi-man, and we saw at least. Well, not at least everyone. Pretty much everyone on there 3 times. Yeah. A couple of them we saw, I think, 4.
Absolutely.
And the saving grace for that, the only I didn't get annoyed because I knew the matches were going to be quick. No, sorry, let me rephrase that. I got annoyed for the fact it felt repetitious, but because I knew the match was going to be short, it's not like I thought, fuck me, Randy Orton's going to have another 40-minute match here.
I see what you're saying.
So
no match really was over, like, I don't even know how long.
I can tell you how long. The longest one, I think, was literally... It was either 9 or 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And there was no filler. No fluffing required for this. I tried to...
There was, but no.
Well, I tried to pretend like there was intermediary bits between the two, but no, it's literally... It is non-stop stuff.
Yeah.
It's overwhelming on the senses in many respects, but again, I cannot stress how excited I am to hear about how you've named some of these people.
Oh, good. Me too.
But like I said, I've got a bit of... I didn't want to go in raw, as it were. I wanted to give you a bit of background information on Lucha Libre in general and kind of what it has as a cultural impact. So I've got a little bit on that first. But before that, let's talk about more of the logistics of the show. So the show, the date was the 27th of January 1999. The venue was the Heart of Texas Fair Complex in Waco, Texas. And the attendance on the night was 2,433. I thought the audience looked far more engaged than they had any right to be.
Yeah.
It's difficult as well because it's hard to tell based on the fact we didn't have commentary, so it's already a bit jarring.
Yes.
You're watching it and going, even though you're accepting that it's not there, you can't quite come to
Something's
terms
missing,
with it.
yeah.
It's like when you see live wrestling for the first time, you go, where's JR in my ear
Yes.
telling me what's going on?
To be fair, even the first time we went to, I mean, I've seen live wrestling before,
Yeah.
but even when we went to the first Progress show, I was like, it's so bizarre to just watch it.
And now it's absolutely fine.
And now
Yeah.
I'm so used to it, and
Yep.
because we just shout through it and
Yes.
stuff, or shout inappropriate things or whatever.
Well,
but,
let's not give ourselves a bad reputation on that.
But
So no, carry on.
But yeah, it just constantly felt like it was missing something.
Yes.
But for me, it was missing a distraction.
Jesse.
Yeah.
Specifically Jesse.
Oh, I would have loved him in this.
Could you imagine the mileage he would have got out of the fact that just from a Tito Santana match alone, the amount of Chico references, tacos, like all this stuff, he would have had a field day.
I would have just liked his voice. Just something to... I know it's actually anyone,
Yeah.
most people's, it would have given me something to draw my focus in a bit.
Latch onto.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or glom
Yeah.
onto, whatever you want to say. I think it's quite funny because it's obviously supposed to be like they've really tried to dig into the cultural side of it. So they've got mariachi band.
Yeah.
They've got
That's
dancers.
great, yeah.
They've got like even the way the construct of the backdrop
Yes.
looks like. It's not for
not a saloon bar, but
Yes.
it gave that vibe, didn't it?
very much so, because I nearly said favela, but that's absolutely not what I meant. But it's kind of that kind of
Yeah.
feeling to it. So I feel like you're kind of embracing the whole Mexican, but it's also feels stereotypical.
Yeah.
So like, I'm surprised you didn't hear like, what's that cartoon? Speedy Gonzales just going ah ha like periodically and this kind of stuff. It just, I don't know. I was just like, I don't think a Mexican person was putting this together. Is all I'm saying. I think whoever was deciding this was distinctly not Mexican. But hey, could be wrong. I don't think I am, but could be wrong. But right. Let's give you a little bit of background on this show and then Lucha Libre as a whole. So in the late 1990s, World Championship Wrestling was a company in turmoil. The Monday Night Wars were nearing their boiling point, creative direction was shifting, and amid the noise of egos and executive decisions, one thing remained undeniably clear. Some of the most innovative wrestling in the world was coming from its cruiserweight division. Within that division was a style rooted in history, Lucha Libre. It wasn't just wrestling, it was culture. It was legacy. And in 1999, for one night, WCW made a rare and meaningful attempt to honour that legacy. Interesting choice of the word meaningful. This is Festival De Lucha, an event unlike anything else WCW produced during its lifespan. Agreed. It says staged at Universal Studios in Orlando, that's bollocks, and taped as a television special that many fans never even saw. Festival De Lucha was WCW's collaboration with AAA, Mexico's storied Lucha Libre promotion, which is now the company that WWE have bought out.
Oh.
So that when we saw El Hijo del Vikingo like do his stuff.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk about Iguana Man.
Iguana Man. No, we'll get to him
his
at
name
another
is.
time. I'm sure he will have his moment on another show. Funnily enough, not this one though. It was an effort to bring the spirit of Mexican wrestling to an American audience, not just through talent, but through tone, presentation, and respect for tradition. Stereotypical tradition, but tradition nonetheless. The show featured an entirely lucha-based card, including names that fans of WCW would recognise, Rey Mysterio Jr., Psicosis, and La Parka, alongside international stars. See, now I looked at Holly. Holly went Rey Mysterio, nodded.
Yep.
The next two, blank stare. We'll get to them, don't worry. Alongside international stars rarely seen on American television. The matches were fast, athletic, emotional, telling stories rooted in a completely different language of wrestling, one that dated back nearly a century. But what made Festival de Lucha remarkable wasn't just what happened in the ring, it was what it represented, a moment where Lucha Libre was not relegated to the undercard. For once, it was the show. And yet, the event came and went with little fanfare. Rarely promoted, barely broadcast, and quickly forgotten by the mainstream. Festival de Lucha became a lost chapter in WCW's history. Today, we revisit that chapter. We'll explore the vision behind the show, the talent who brought it to life, and the reasons why something so promising was never allowed to grow. This is a story of opportunity, culture, and what could have been. A deep dive into WCW's Festival de Lucha. Fuck me, that built it up better than the show itself, wasn't it?
That was very good.
That was good, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah, when I was writing that bit, the Orlando bit, I was just like, that's wrong.
Yeah.
And I was just like, fuck it, left it in there. But I called it out, so we're fine.
Yep.
So, Holly,
Yes.
tell me what you know about Lucha Libre. And I said it really badly there. Lucha Libre. Lucha Libre. Sounds like a lovely drink.
Oh, it does. Very little.
Yes.
Very, very little.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, I have.
So, no. so actually
no.
nothing.
No, nothing, actually.
Okay. So, Lucha Libre literally means free fight. It's more than just sport. It's theatre, it's folklore, it's a national obsession. It began in earnest in the 1930s when Salvador Luteroth, yeah, that's how you say that, often called the father of Lucha Libre, founded Mexico's first major wrestling promotion, Empresa Mexicana de Lucha Libre, or EMLL. Inspired by professional wrestling in Texas, Luteroth brought the concept to Mexico, but what followed evolved in something entirely its own, a hybrid of combat, myth, and spectacle. One of the biggest innovations? The mask. It wasn't just a costume piece, it was a persona, a second identity. The luchador mask became sacred, tying its wearer to pre-Hispanic warriors, gods, and modern-day superheroes. Losing your mask in the ring wasn't just a gimmick, it was like a public unmasking of your soul. It sounds really over the top, but no, seriously. It's less so now, still has the same kind of cachet to it, but yeah, I'll carry on, sorry. Now let's talk legends. And we have to start with a man who became more than a wrestler. He became a folk hero, El Santo. I'm waiting to see if there's a flicker of emotion. Wouldn't necessarily expect you to know, that's fine. El Enmascarado de Plata, or the Silver Masked Man. Debuted in the 1940s and quickly became the embodiment of good versus evil. He wore his mask in public for nearly 50 years, never revealing his face, not even at home, some say.
Oh, wow.
El Santo didn't just win matches, he fought vampires, mummies, and aliens on film. Just because not in the ring, he was literally became a film star.
Really?
Yeah, became a film star. Literally, he starred in over 50 movies, where he played himself as a masked crime-fighting hero. He was a cultural juggernaut, and when he died in 1984, his funeral drew tens of thousands of people. Buried in his mask, by the way.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Then there was Blue Demon, his greatest rival and sometimes reluctant ally. Where El Santo was seen as a beacon of virtue, Blue Demon had a grittier, more rugged edge. The two had a storied rivalry throughout the 1950s and 60s, which even spilled out over into the films. Blue Demon also became a movie star and, like Santo, kept his mask on until the very end. Another major figure was Mil Mascaras, or Man of 1,000 Masks. He burst onto the scene in the 1960s, in the 1960s and took Lucha Libre international. Unlike many of his predecessors, Mil Mascaras was a bodybuilder, bringing a new level of athleticism and sportsmanship or showmanship to the ring. He's often credited as the first true lucha superstar in the United States and Japan. He refused to play the villain and was one of the earliest luchadors to wrestle without a tag partner, paving the way for the solo high flyer archetype. And don't forget Gory Guerrero. Recognise that name?
I do.
Father of Eddie Guerrero and patriarch of the Guerrero wrestling dynasty. Gory was one of the earliest technicians of the sport, credited with inventing signature moves like the camel clutch and the Gory special. He was a pioneer of the mat-based style that would blend with aerial lucha to create the hybrid approach we see today, which is very much taken on by Eddie. Chavo was the same. In the 1950s and 60s, these men weren't just athletes, they were icons. Their feuds were moral epics, and their personas helped define what it meant to be a hero in Mexican pop culture. Fans packed arenas like Arena Mexico, the so-called Cathedral of Lucha, to see battles of honor, betrayal, revenge, and redemption. Very much like a kind of Spanish or Mexican soap opera. You know how it's called kind of over the top. It's very much linked to a kind of typecast, I would say. So let's fast forward to the 1990s, and Lucha Libre exploded onto the into American television, specifically in WCW and ECW, bringing its style, speed and drama to a new generation of fans. In WCW, the cruiserweight division, launched in 1996, introduced audiences to a new breed of athletes. Stars such as Rey Mysterio Jr., Eddie Guerrero, Juventud Guerrera and Psicosis brought the Lucha Libre style to the mainstream. High-flying, fast-paced and technically dazzling. Matches weren't just fights, they were athletic ballets. Now, something here, it's kind of done it in a bit of a backwards order.
Okay.
Because ECW were the first ones to latch onto the cruiserweights. WCW saw their success, thought, we don't need to think of our own idea, we will just take what you've got. So Rey Mysterio, Psicosis, Eddie Guerrero, all were in ECW first, and WCW went, yoink, we're taking that, and they ran with it. And oftentimes WCW would use a cruiserweight match as a show opener, because it would get people let's say when we went to
Amp up
Progress and we
the
saw
energy,
like an Igor Blanc match, or like a Leon Slater, and you go, oh, that's really, that's exactly what they were used for.
Rather than a heavy hitter match.
Exactly.
Festival. Okay.
It was a tone setter.
Makes
So,
sense.
that's kind of what they were used for. American fans saw moves they'd never imagined. Springboard moonsaults, spinning hurricane runners, tope suicidas through the ropes. Rey Mysterio, with his lightning speed and mask paying homage to Mexican tradition, became a fan favourite and ultimately a world champion, proving that luchadors could headline on the biggest stages. Meanwhile, in ECW, Paul Heyman's Philadelphia-based promotion, Lucha Libre found a different kind of proving ground. In 1995, ECW featured a series of matches between Rey Mysterio and Psychosis that blew the roof off the ECW arena. There's a particular moment, actually, that happened in a match between two of them, where they ended up going backstage and into the car park, and Rey Mysterio did a Hurricane Runner off the hood of someone's car, and it dented it, and I think there was a bit of a issue about that behind the scenes, but that happened. The fans, famously rowdy and hard to impress, were in awe. The matches were fast, chaotic and revolutionary, and it was clear the Lucha Libre style belonged on the global stage. That influence is still felt today. Promotions like AAA and CMLL in Mexico continue to develop talent and keep the tradition alive. In the US, AEW, WWE and independent circuits all showcase luchadors and their signature style. Wrestlers like Penta El Zero Miedo, Phoenix, Dragon Lee and Bandido are the modern torchbearers of the tradition, fusing past and future, honouring the old legends while innovating for the next generation. Lucha Libre remains more than a sport. It's a mirror of Mexican culture, its values, its struggles, its joy. The mask represents mystery, power and legacy, and every time a luchador climbs to the top rope and takes flight, they're not just chasing victory, they're telling a story passed down through generations. So that's a bit of background about, and to be fair, the way that comes across doesn't feel like it's reflected in the show.
No.
Because that gets me excited to watch it.
Yeah, in my head, I listen to that and I go, I'd quite like to watch something like that.
Yep.
That wasn't this.
And that's why I don't think it's necessarily the best representation. Okay. The issue they've got is they were just trying to get as much in as they could in that short time frame. And I don't think it landed. And like I said, ultimately, it didn't go beyond this unaired version that just made its way onto YouTube however long later. So obviously something wasn't right for them to not then take it forward. Let's get to the show opening.
Let's do it.
Okay. So, Holly, what screams Mexican wrestling more than a fiesta with a mariachi band and accompanying dancers? Because that's exactly how the show started. Exactly how I cannot stress enough how exactly that is how it started. Because I was like, there's no preamble. Obviously, there's no promotional package. There's nothing like that.
Nada.
It's a play. I think it might have even been that tune. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I was thinking, okay, how long's this going on for? And then even I was stumped when I realised that one of the people dancing was in the first match.
Yeah.
Silver King. Can't wait to see what you called him. We'll get there in a second, don't worry.
Okay.
Confetti litters the floor as the dancing continues, and we see a distinctly Mexican-looking building as the backdrop for this particular showpiece. A very excited man with a lasso appears through the doors and begins spinning it until he entirely loses his rhythm and has to start again. When he does, he eventually wrangles himself a female, and Holly, I don't know if you know this, but that is exactly how I secured my wife.
Good to know. The man and his victim, dance partner, slowly saunter down to the ring. Shortly behind them are two luchadors who look set to get the night of action underway. However, instead of the wrestlers taking centre stage, they stand on the outskirts as the man and dancing woman continue their performance. I was very confused. The mariachi band finishes their tune and the two performers exit the ring. Oh shit, tell a lie, one of the dancers is actually competing in this match and shows just how little I know about some of these competitors. We now hear decidedly more rock-inspired music as a trio of luchadors make their way down to the ring. As an opening gambit, yes.
What are your thoughts?
What is going on?
Yes.
Genuinely.
Yes.
That thought echoed in my mind the whole time I'm watching this.
How many times did the phrase go through your head, do I like wrestling?
It was more, I need wine.
Yes. I did say that was probably going to be something that...
I haven't drunk watching one of these in a while, because it's just not been needful.
It's mandatory here.
You cannot watch this without having a beer, a wine or something, because it's just...
Or all of the above, to be quite frank.
It's chaotic.
It is. It's an assault of the senses in many respects. And like I said, I genuinely didn't think about the fact that, do you know what, I'm going to need to actually look up some of these people just to get the background on them.
Yeah, I didn't bother.
And there was something about Silver King when I realised it was him. I was like, I know you from somewhere.
He's the guy with the lasso, right?
Yes, he is.
Black Lasso Man.
Black Lasso Man, yeah,
Is
that's
in
fine.
my
And
notes.
I was like, I know you from somewhere, but I couldn't work out
Okay.
where from. Holly, have you ever heard of the film Nacho Libre with Jack Black?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the villain. He's the one that wrestles Jack Black in The Mask.
Is he?
That is Silver King.
Oh, wow.
Yes. And you can kind of see the posture, actually, when you think about it, because the suit that he's wearing is quite unflattering,
Yes.
but he's quite a barrel-chested bloke. Yes, he was in Nacho Libre.
Wow.
And I will say, if Jack Black happens to listen to this for whatever reason, please don't hurt wrestling again.
Oh.
I love you, Jack Black. I love Jack Black films. I love wrestling. Put those two together. No. No me gusta from me. It's a no from me. And I was devastated because it was a film that my mum took me to the cinema to watch because I think it came out around my birthday.
Oh, okay.
And she was like, oh, did you enjoy that? And I went, yes, it's good, thanks. Because I didn't have the heart to say, oh, shit.
Oh.
Yes, I know. I think I then got it on DVD, so fucking
Oh.
should have nipped that in the bud.
Honest, always.
Yeah, I just didn't have it in me because that was like, it's not cheap, but my mum didn't have a lot of money to be kind of, so I was just like, just be grateful. Just be grateful.
Of course.
So I've got the name,
Yeah.
or the names I should say, of the 6 people who are in this match.
Cool.
So, right, and I describe who they are as well. So
good.
hold fire on that. I'll describe what they look like, and then you tell me what you actually put them down as.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus.
So their names. We've got Silver King, as you know,
Yeah.
Kendo, and Venom versus Felino, Superboy, and Villano 2. Oh, sorry, Villano 5.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yep.
Right, already have fear for what my own notes are going to look like, but I can only imagine, Holly, the state of yours. You will know 0 people in this match, and that both pleases and excites me in equal measure. So to make it clear to you who is who, the first trio was led to the ring by Silver King, so Black Lasso and Man.
Yes.
Yep. The man in the almost entirely black gear and white mask was Kendo. So who have you
okay.
got?
White Mask Man.
White Mask Man, very poignant on the mark. And the man in the elaborate all-white outfit, who initially wore the mask before removing it, is Venom.
Oh.
But Venom with a U, not an O.
Oh.
Venom.
Okay.
What have you got him as?
Silverman.
Silverman. Yeah, Silverman, White Mask Man, and Black Lasso Man. Lasso.
Yeah.
Why do I keep saying Lasso? Lasso.
Ted.
Yeah, Ted Lasso. Lasso. Fuck, that's why it's doing it to me. 100% that's why it's doing it to me.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So
Yeah.
that's team 1.
Okay.
I've covered off the old Jack Black Nacho Libre film. We do not need to do that again. Standing across the ring from them is Felino. I think you could probably guess who that was.
Yeah.
Wearing the cat-like mask and furry costume.
Yes.
Alongside him are Superboy and Villano 5. Easiest way to distinguish the two is that the former is the shorter man. So Superboy is you called?
Right. I can't remember which one's which though. So one is
The shorter of the two.
so is that the chubby gymnast?
Chubby Gymnast.
Yeah.
That might be the best name ever. I
so
might change his
sorry.
name from Superboy to Chubby
I'm
Gymnast.
so sorry.
And what have you got Villano 5 as?
Fake Vader.
Fake Vader.
It's just the mask. It's just the mask
It's-
shape.
It's
It's
more,
the only
surely it's more
thing-
Quang, isn't it?
What does that mean?
Oh, God, you haven't seen that. Sorry. I'm preempting something mid-90s in WWF.
What?
That's more Quang. Honestly, the look of frustration and fear at the same time.
And the other guy, right? So I knew it was cat-like, but do you know
Well, at
what's
least you
the
didn't call him
easiest?
Pussy Boy.
Do you know what's the easiest emoji? A bee.
A cat. A bee.
Because I've already got it, and it was black and yellow.
Black and yellow. Black
So I just went for a bee. I knew who he was. I knew who it was, as in
and
like.
bee. Okay.
Yeah, do you know what I mean?
You're going to lose track of me so quickly when I'm reading through these notes.
Yeah, more than likely.
Based just upon physical appearance,
Yes.
what side are you on? I don't care if you had a side at the time. I'm asking you to pick a side now.
The first team.
Yeah, with-
Man.
Lasso Man. Okay. Yeah, fine. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. A word of warning. I did try and do my due diligence, but I do.
You
In
do
fact,
do?
I do.
You do.
I did try and do my due diligence, but might make a mistake as we go along, so bear with me. But hopefully that will not be the case. Never made a mistake yet in my life. I don't see why I'd start now. People will love that.
Modest.
People will love that.
Oh,
online.
of course they will.
Yeah.
Of course.
But to be fair, I don't give a fuck. The two men circle before locking up. I haven't even said who's starting this. Do you know what? Starting this one off of their respective teams is Venom and Viano 5.
Fake Vader and Silverman.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Okay, I'm here.
The two men circle before locking up where Viano... I want to say Villano, but it's Viano, wouldn't it? 'Cause it's double L. In Spanish, that's you don't care.
Yeah,
it is
no,
a...
No, I don't care.
I'm not going to do the accent, to be fair. I might later, but I don't want to for obvious reasons. The two men circle before locking up, where Viano quickly shifts into a reverse waistlock, counter into a hammerlock, but the veteran arm drags his way free. Kip up and knocked down by Venom, who cartwheels and backflips over a drop down before getting levelled by a clothesline. Viano pounds his chest and looks towards the crowd before whipping Venom into the buckles and connecting with a corner clothesline. The Rudo Butchers is open early as a chop flies freely, but the second is caught and a single hand knuckle lock-up sees Venom run up the ropes, corkscrew flip down to the canvas and deliver an arm drag. I'm going to put an interception on this point. Holly, were you thinking, okay, it's
Yeah, I thought, okay, this is quick move in. It's kind of what I like.
Yeah. Oh, and then you get, but too much of a good thing is a bad thing.
Yep. You know me well.
Can you just tell me as we're going through this show the exact point where you went, fuck off, fuck off, shithouse? Just at any point. Cut me off mid-sentence if you must. But just that exact wording would be great.
It doesn't last long.
I didn't think it would, and that's why I'm excited now. It feels like you're playing a game like the Bong game on Capital Radio. For anyone who's not UK-based, Radio Show does a Bong game where a voiceover will do these monetary values that go up and up, but at some point it's going to go bong. And if you don't say stop before then, you get no money. This is the equivalent for me right here.
Yep.
Push off by Viano, but he is caught with a handspring back heel kick. The Rudo rolls to make the tag to Felino, and at the same time, Silver King flips into the ring for the Technico. So for those keeping score, it's Black Lasso Man and B. Leg trip by the Masked Man, who rolls King back to his feet, but finds himself sent flying with an arm drag variant. Another leg trip leads to a drop down and forward roll between the legs on a leapfrog before Felino connects with a spinning heel kick. Nice handspring kip up by the Masked Man, who is resoundingly booed before pushing Silver King off the ropes, but finds his monkey flip attempt blocked and he is sent face first down to the canvas on a trip. As King looks to run away, he too is tripped, but he avoids the charging Felino and counters him with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Now, if I see this move once, I see that move 500 fucking times on this show. Mm-hmm. Tag made to a very portly Superboy, or as you called him, Chubby Gymnast. And I didn't know you called him that when I called him a portly gentleman, who blows my mind with the flips he lands when he enters the ring. And on the opposite side, we have Kendo. I'm going to say something here.
Okay.
Kendo didn't put a foot wrong in any of the matches he was in, I don't think.
Okay.
Superboy, this was still early in the show, obviously, match 1.
Yeah.
Superboy's like, you move pretty well for a chunky boy.
Yeah, he does.
So, yeah, we'll see a couple of things that I do like. Superboy charges in, but Kendo flips over and avoids the following charge with a leapfrog. He mockingly turns his back on Superboy, and in unison they jump into the air for leapfrogs in a comedy spot, I believe. Oh. Kendo runs to the ropes and jumps over Superboy before hip-tossing him across the ring. Several block strikes by Kendo, who lands a kick upside the head of his opponent. Tag made to Viano, and one is made to Venom. For some unknown reason, Venom climbs to the top rope and corkscrew backflips into the ring.
This bores me. The first time I saw it, fine. Why do they do it all the time?
I couldn't answer that. I'm afraid. Couldn't answer that. Showmanship?
I really like the acrobatics of it, but it gives nothing.
It is the equivalent of being in a gym and hearing a guy legitimately say to someone else, "Do you even lift, bro?" Like, what are you flexing? What are you flexing?
Because it's not like they're even doing it and the person moves out of the way.
No, just stand there.
They're just doing it.
Yep.
And I don't know. I mean,
that's what I meant. It feels too
do you know what I mean?
choreographed.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Okay, so Venom climbs... This was my take. Bear in mind what you just said, okay? Yeah. For some unknown reason, Venom climbs to the top rope and corkscrew backflips into the ring, only to turn directly into a drop kick that puts him on his arse. Stupid. Mm-hmm. I would have cheered that. Mm-hmm. Yep. Viano suplexes Venom into the waiting arms of Felino, who is perched on the second rope, and delivers a monstrous super razor's edge, folding the youngster in half. To me, that looks like it should finish the whole damn thing.
Yes.
But no. Venom is shoulder tackled outside of the ring, allowing Silver King to enter the fray. And this is where I thought you'd go, what the fuck? Lucha rules, Holly. If the legal man rolls to the outside, it's as good as a tag. But don't worry, they don't even abide by that at some point. They just go, fucking my turn.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Felino pounces at the leg of King and scores with a quick kick to the face before tagging back to Villano, who drops King throat first on the top rope with a stun gun. First cover of the match gets a count of 2. A tag is made to Kendo, but Villano doesn't want that to happen, so continues to attack an awkward-looking Silver King.
My next note, I have no idea what's going on anymore.
Yep. In life in general,
Like,
I think.
that's actually true. But
Existential crisis. Driven by Festival De Lucha. Drop down off a whip by Villano, but Silver King throws on the brakes and delivers a super kick to the chin. Big body slam and King heads to the top rope where he looks to connect with a moonsault, but is forced to land on his feet, where he then eats a big clothesline.
Shock.
Now King once again tags Kendo, and this time the masked man enters the ring only to charge into a back elbow. Kendo goes up and over on a corner whip, but is grabbed by Felino from behind. He raises his boots to kick Villano away before sending Felino across the canvas with an arm drag. Now Superboy tries to restrain him, but Kendo ducks, and this results in the other two Rudos chopping Superboy in the chest. And if I thought the fucking Tilt World backbreaker got on my tits, this was the pinnacle of on my titsness.
Ooh.
Oh, honest to God, it's dumb. Once in a show, fine.
Yes.
Every match, no. And it is pretty much every multi-man match we get some variant of this.
True. Yeah.
Never the Technico team. So Rudos are heels, Technicos are faces. I didn't actually explain that to you. So you never see the Technico team do that. No, it's always the bad guys.
Okay.
They're stupid. So,
okay. Yeah.
Kendo goes back up and over on the behind view, and I feel like I've gone there. Yes, I have. Multiple false kip-up attempts, which I actually quite like, keeps the Rudos guessing, and when Kendo does return to his feet, he casually ducks a chop from Villano that drops Felino like a bad habit. That bit I didn't mind. Venom decides to enter the ring, because why not? And after shoulder barging Villano, which I fucking hate, he's elevated into a flying mess, because I don't know what happened there, absolute garbage, on Felino before sidestepping and delivering a spinning crescent kick to Villano. With the Rudos all standing on the floor, Kendo unnecessarily runs underneath a leapfrog from Silver King before jumping over the top rope and connecting with a missile on Villano as the other two men scatter. Connecting with a missile? Sure. On the opposite side of the ring, Venom connects with a baseball slide dropkick before springing off the top rope with a corkscrew moonsault on the standing Felino. In the ring, Silver King delivers a dropkick midway through Superboy looking to hit a springboard middle rope moonsault, which is actually very nice. Whip reversal sees Superboy duck too early and eat a knee before Silver King delivers a standing multi-rotational release Blue Thunder, and his following flip sent on to the face, which looks brutal by the way, leads to the 1, 2, 3. Your winners of this match by pinfall: Silver King, Kendo and Venom, aka Black Lasso Man, White Mask Face Guy and Silver Man. Yep.
Pretty spot on.
Thoughts on the opening match, Holly?
I've literally written, I'm so overstimulated, wine is the only solution.
Yes. Wise words.
Yeah.
Very wise words.
Thank you.
What did you score the match?
I gave it 1.5. But I have written, I don't even know how to score it. Like, I don't...
Is that baffling for
I
you?
just didn't...
Is it a culture
for
shock?
me, it's... Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Because also, I've never seen anything like this.
No.
And also, we know I struggle with paying attention to things. If I could visualise my attention deficit... I think this would be the show.
So inside your brain.
Like,
so I
it's
normally
like
think
this.
Not talking about your brain specifically, but I imagine like a group of monkeys going around clacking cymbals,
Yeah,
but you are literally watching a lucha match.
It's like all going on at once.
Wow.
Like this was outrageous.
So this was a kind of like a personal battle for you, this wasn't it?
I really struggled.
It was like playing out your inner thoughts.
This is why I think I really struggled with there being no commentary.
Because there was nothing to anchor you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my God, what is going on?
What
It's like that Progress show we went to, And I literally sat there and said to you, I cannot focus right now because there's too much going on.
Yeah.
Like, there's too much going on.
Because you ended up standing up and then like moving away.
I just couldn't focus.
But that's not the only time I've done that. There was a time where I was out with you, and to be fair, it might have been on one of the days we went to a wrestling show. And I was mid-conversation with you, and suddenly there was a moment where I could see where you went, no, you're
I was
gone.
on the train.
Yeah, and your brain just went,
it
no, I'm
was
gone.
busy, and there was other people talking left, right and centre, and trying to focus on you, but there's also the train noise. I can't do it. And I just shut down.
Yeah, and I think I said to you, I said, you're gone, aren't you? Like,
Yep.
And you went, yeah, really. And to be fair, because if you didn't know Holly, it could almost seem rude. Like, she's just gone literally like, no.
Yeah.
But I know you better than that. So I just basically gave you the out of saying, let's tag out of this one and we'll pick it up later.
Let's join it up when we're off the train.
Yeah, basically. So we then sat in silence. I mean, we were naked, which was weird enough as it was, to be fair. So maybe that's why. It was a warm day, to be fair. I'm fucking tempted now, to be fair. Shirts and skins for the next recording, I think. So I went 2 stars because it was the first time I'd seen. You will notice a theme actually through this. First one of these I'd seen.
Yeah.
Fine. Couple bits I quite liked. Okay.
Good.
I'm okay with it.
Okay.
We get a brief interlude. Following the opening match, we head to a group of scantily clad women dancing away, which is actually the prelude to our second match of the night. And then I realised I'm not writing this down between every match, because between every match they just go to these half-naked women and this very chesty gentleman.
Oh, he loves to rip his shirt.
Oh, he's ripping
too,
it, but he also looks awkward as fuck. Like if you watch his body, fine, he's got rhythm. His face is like
petrified.
Yeah. Honestly. So into match number 2. I'm going to read their actual names, and then we'll learn what Holly has labelled them later.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
Sadly, even though there's 12 matches, we see so many people multiple times. It's only probably going to be the first 4 matches where it's new people.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we've got in this one, La Parka, Super Callo, and Salsero versus Damien, El Mosco, and Halloween. So I'm going to try and guess what you probably called these people. So La Parka, you'd have called, like, Skeleton Man. Skeletor, okay. Yeah. Super Callo, oh God, what they called? Beanie hat. Not beanie, what they called? Kangol hat.
Silver wrapper.
Silver fucking rapper. Yeah. Also, what was more upsetting to you? The Kangol hat, the sunglasses indoors.
Oh, yeah, livid. Absolutely livid.
Mask and sunglasses. Thoughts?
No.
Okay, so dancing their way down to the ring first is the duo of La Parka and Super Callo. The former being the gentleman in the skeleton outfit, with the mask and hat combination belonging to the latter. The camera now takes us to the entryway, where we see the culmination of a dance between a woman in red and the third man of this team, Salsero. Yeah. What did you call Salsero?
Salsa man.
Salsa man. Close. Salsero. It's probably salsa in some...
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
I'll take
Absolutely
that.
fine. That's the closest you're going to land on one of these guys.
Yeah.
Skeletor's great. Although you're not going to be Chubby Gymnast. I think that's absolutely untouchable. Before he has even made his way into the ring, the Rudo team descend en masse. Damien is the man with the black face paint. Halloween is wearing the orange mask. And El Mosco is the man with the ponytail.
Okay.
So what have you got for them?
Can you do that again and let me find... Because I've done the intro.
Yes.
And then as the match goes on, they all have individual names. Because at the moment, I say a trio of warrior-looking men.
Warrior-looking men. Do you know what? That's like an AI description of like a...
Yeah, I know.
Very basic AI description of what we're watching here. So the black face-painted man, Damien.
See, I don't know. Because one I've called Greenhorn. He's got green horns on his costume.
El Mosco.
Okay.
That must be, because he was the one without a mask.
Cool.
Or, to be fair, Damien didn't.
Oh, the one you just said must be Fake Sting. It's just because he had face paint on, probably.
Oh my God. He's more shit Muta instead of great Muta. Shit Muta.
And
That's
I don't actually... Oh, maybe I haven't even mentioned the
Halloween
other guy.
is the guy who's orange and black.
Oh, yeah. Orange.
Well, I mean, close.
Just orange.
Identifying colours. That's good. You should have called him Terry's Chocolate Orange. Because it's black and orange.
This is so hard.
This one's going to be a gift that keeps on giving.
Absolutely.
We start with a locker. Oh, sorry. No, whose team are you
on? It had to be Salsa Man.
I am forever, any match he is... I'm telling you now, I'm planting my flag here. Any match that Salsero is ever in, I'm in his corner.
Yeah. He's a great guy.
Against Rob Van Dam. Don't care. Anyone. Salsero is the one. Yep. He's the truth, and he will be appreciated while I'm here. So we start with the lockup between Super Callow and El Mosco. Also not a place in Russia, just to be clear, that one.
I've started calling someone Dragon halfway through.
That could be Halloween.
Or
Dragass. Dragass?
That will be my phone.
Dragass, I love that.
Sorry, just
noticed
fine. That halfway through it changes.
No, that's good. Good. Go behind by Callow, and he elevates the smaller man to the canvas with an amateur takedown. Moscow returns to his feet and lands a kick to the midsection before a brutal knife-edge chop. Side headlock, but Callow pushes off and drops down. Leapfrog follows, but the masked man turns around and eats a spinning heel kick directly to the face. Whip to the buckle sees Callow slide underneath the bottom rope, run around the ring, re-enter and level El Mosco with a clothesline, and Holly's thinking, hello, Baron Corbin.
Yeah.
Clothesline turning him inside out mid-chase. Lying in the corner, El Mosco elevates Callow over the top and onto the apron, where he blocks a right to deliver one of his own and leaps from the top rope, dragging Mosco over in a nice head scissors takedown. I don't know why I really like that one, where they jump up and they kind of put their shins on the shoulders and then roll them forward with it. Don't know why. Pleases me.
Yeah.
Side headlock, but Callow pushes off and drops down. Leapfrog follows, but the masked man turns around and eats a spinning heel kick directly to the face. I think I have gone nowhere well behind. I'm treading over old ground here. Elevating his own, dragging Moscow. Yeah, no, I ignore that last part. We've seen that. Okay. Callow hits the ropes, but takes an elbow to the back of the head from Damien, but the Rudo celebrates too early and he is quickly shoved off the apron. All 6 men now enter the ring and take it in turns to shove each other before we get a 3-on-3 standoff. A Mexican standoff. That's not a 3-on-3, it's a 3-way standoff, is a Mexican standoff. But I need to get my laughs where I can on this one, to be honest. Oh.
That's genuine.
Oh my God. Right, okay. I'm not going to show you, but my dick has gone back inside me.
Oh no.
Honestly.
Oh, come
no.
On.
Oh no.
You get enough laughs out of me usually.
Yeah, it's true.
On.
All I'm saying is Willy Wonka has left the chocolate factory. He's gone. I read that recently. It said I call my bollocks Wonkers because they work with Willy and they're near a chocolate factory.
Good Lord. Jesus. That's awful but good at the same time.
It's great, isn't it?
Yep.
It's absolutely great. Anyway, enough about my bollocks. All 6 men now into the ring. The standoff. Yep, Salsero begins wiggling his hips like a true hero before he hits the ropes where he hits... What, sorry? No, his hips before he hits the ropes where he's a clubbing blow. No, he takes a... he eats. There it is.
Oh.
He eats a clubbing blow to the back of the neck from Halloween and is then levelled with a clothesline by Damien. Boo. The Technicos are goaded into entering the ring, which allows the Rudos to do a 3-man beatdown. Damien continues to taunt the crowd before commencing chops against the ropes. Salsero reverses the whip and delivers a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. That's 2 if we're counting. He drives the knee of Damien into the canvas and signals his teammates to enter the ring so they can return to the flavour with a 3-man beatdown.
Yay.
As Damien rolls to the outside, Halloween now enters the match. Orange.
Thank
you. In case you're right.
Thank you.
Just in case you need to bring me up to speed where we are.
Yeah.
Shoulder tackle and big overhand chop by the masked man, whose hair is like fine silk. That's just a point.
Okay.
I just noticed at this point. Yep. Chop in the corner, but bizarrely, Halloween whips his opponent into the Technico corner, but instead of the tag, Salsero runs up the ropes and moonsaults onto his feet. I will not hear anything bad about this.
Okay.
Damien is in behind him, and grabs his arms, but can't prevent Halloween from being elevated with a back body drop as he charges in, and he himself is sent sailing on an arm drag takedown.
This might be the second match where I've written, I don't know what's going on.
It's fair. I mean, it's not going to get any clearer as we go along, is it?
No.
Salsero rolls backwards into a wheelbarrow position on Halloween and kicks his legs forward in order to connect with a head scissors / side headlock takedown on both men. Get in there, my son. El Mosco now also enters the ring and holds Salsero in position, but he ducks, causing Halloween and Damien to knock down their own partner with a pair of chops. 2 for 2, that one.
Yeah.
Sarah, who's Sarah? Salsero It's because I didn't type it, because there were certain things it just
Of
didn't
course,
get.
no.
So, by the way, El Moscow is
Moscow.
El Moscow in Russia. Yeah,
Yeah.
rather than mosquito, which I think is what it's supposed to be. Yeah, so Salcero grabs Halloween and Damien by the hand in a knuckle lockup and leapfrogs over Moscow before running up the ropes and springing off in order to arm drag both men towards the other side of the ring. El Moscow with the whip, but he finds himself countered with an arm drag that somehow sends him all the way over the top and down to the floor. Salcero fakes them out on a suicide dive, instead choosing to land belly first on the edge of the apron, where he slaps El Moscow on the back of the head. Really fucking enjoyed that.
Did you?
Just the idea. I've never seen that. He hits the
Yeah.
ropes, goes if he's going to jump out, but just belly flops on the ring and then reaches through and smacks him.
Yeah, it's comedy value.
You know the thing that you like, where Christian jumps over the top rope, lands on his feet, and then smacks him?
Yeah.
This, to me, gave me those same kind of
okay.
feels.
Yeah.
And you can see why Salcero was delivering early on for me.
Yes.
This was, sadly, his best match. But I digress. On the outside, the Rudos begin turning on one another as they slap away, appearing to briefly turn on El Moscow specifically. The trio re-enter the ring and shake hands to signal a truce. I don't know how it took me this long, but I've only just noticed that there are 2 fucking officials in the ring.
Yep.
I didn't notice that until now.
Oh.
And they're not good. They're not good. Well, tell you what, Earl Hebner.
Oh.
Earl Hebner. Get Earl Hebner involved.
He'd have been squished in many of these matches.
Oh, he would have been all over. He would have been... Think of Mexican food that's like a sandwich, but isn't a sandwich. Got nothing.
Quesadilla?
Quesadilla, is it? I guess, yeah.
Oh,
he would have been...
Quesadilla.
Oh, I love a quesadilla. I love Mexican food.
Oh, God, I'm going to start thinking about food now.
But if you have too much Mexican food, it argues with things.
Oh,
yeah, is it not for you?
No.
Fine. It's just the only fucking thing that doesn't,
I
to
know.
be fair, isn't it?
I mean, everything else
How
I
is that?
can't
How
eat.
does that get through
I
the
don't
system?
know.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's great, though.
I think it's the richness of it all that kind of fucks with me. But anyway, La Parka is the legal man, and after landing a shot to Halloween, begins his famous strut, much to the fans' delight, before cupping his ears towards them like Hulk Hogan. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that strut is an actual thing of his.
Oh, is it? That's
Yeah.
why I did it all the time?
Yes.
Cool, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit like the Penta walk.
No, nothing will ever beat that, I'm afraid.
Okay, fine. We'll take that into consideration.
That.
Oh, it's a great walk.
It's
a great walk.
So good.
La Parka actually died not too long ago.
Oh, really?
I don't think. Yeah, it was a couple years back, and they've replaced him with someone else. But there was also an LA Park, and there was it's very confusing. I won't go into the minutiae of it for you right now. When he returns his he basically did some of the stuff he took. I could be wrong, but I think was a bit of a parody and piss take of Hulk Hogan. So he did the ear cupping thing.
Yeah.
But you see later on in the show, he comes out and guitar strums a chair,
I saw that.
because Hogan used to come out with a world title and pretend to play it like a guitar.
Yeah.
So I think La Parka took a lot of that stuff from, like, to take the piss out of him, which is why I quite liked him. When he returns his attention, he is rightly smacked down to the canvas by Halloween, who then proceeds to mock him. Halloween holds La Parka in place, but he manages to duck wild swings of a Singapore cane from Damien before freeing himself and snatching the weapon from his hands. He pulls it back overhead, comically cracking Halloween in the dome before hitting him brutally on the shoulder. No disqualification, apparently. Parker, 2 refs, didn't see it. Anyway, Parker makes the cover but quickly moves out the way as Damien mistimes an elbow that connects with his teammate. We now get a pin on both men, but this too is quickly stopped as La Parka moves out of the way of a springboard splash by El Moscow, who also lands in the Rudo pile. La Parka grabs the referee and throws him on top of the bundle before sitting on the pile for a cover that is counted by the second man in charge. I can only assume that actually made you smile a little bit.
He did actually, yeah.
Yep, go on, La Parka. Okay, 1, 2, 3. In spite of the pile trying to kick out, your winners of this match are La Parka, Salcero and Super Callow? Holly will either have hated that or loved that ending, I'm not entirely sure which. La Parka is dancing in celebration as he wildly swings the Singapore cane around, keeping the Rudos at a distance. Damien strikes the Karate Kid pose, but swiftly is met with a cane strike to the top of the head. Not going to lie, I enjoyed this. Not going to lie, apparently. Not going to lie, I enjoyed this. Not entirely sure what's happening now as Super Callow leaps into the ring but misses everybody, followed by Halloween, then Salcero, now El Moscow. La Parka follows suit, as does Damien, meaning all 6 men miss their mark. The match hasn't finished.
Yep.
They counted 3, I just don't think they kicked out.
I think a bell went as well.
Yeah. Wouldn't surprise me. I don't remember, if I'm being honest, but yeah, wouldn't surprise me. Drop kick by Super Calo sends Halloween out of the ring, and I know in Lucha Libre it's usually 2 falls to a finish, but I'm starting to think the bell was premature. Oh, there you go, I did hear the bell on the La Parka cover earlier. Super Calo connects with the rope-assisted drop kick to the floor before hurtling himself over the top and delivering a senton splash to Halloween. El Mosco goes out on a suicide dive before slingshotting himself. El Mosco takes out on a suicide dive before fakes out. There you go. El Mosco fakes out on a suicide dive before slingshotting himself over to deliver a rather unattractive Hurricane Runner. Salcero is on the apron, go on my son, and grabs the knuckles of Damien and uses it to bound to the top rope before sailing with a beautiful moonsault that wipes out the 3 men on the floor. Damien looks to climb to the top rope, but is dragged back down by La Parka, who whips him into the buckles but runs directly into a pair of big boots. On his third charge, however, he scores with a clothesline that gets him a count of 2. Parker charges once again, but is sent face first into the middle turnbuckle off a drop toe hold. Damien misses the splash, but elevates Parker onto the apron, where he takes a shoulder to midsection. La Parka climbs to the top and scores with a corkscrew standing senton that connects, and he hooks the leg for the official 1, 2, 3. Now your official winners of the match are La Parka, Salcero and Super Calo.
Yeah.
Drink that in. If you thought, well, quite literally, yeah. If you thought the first match set off your ADHD, where were we here?
Yeah, honestly, I genuinely was concerned about watching this.
Yep, that's fair.
This is where panic started to set in, and I think I verbally, bear in mind I live by myself, verbally out loud said, I can't do this.
Yep.
I genuinely can't do this.
I will be honest with you, and I wouldn't do this, but if ever there was a show I was going to stop watching, it was this. Mm-hmm. Because it's, again, we'll get there at the end, but I feel your pain is what I'm getting at.
Okay.
What did you score it?
1.25.
I gave it 2 because I wasn't fully frustrated by it yet. I enjoyed La Parka. Salcero, fucking sensation.
He's your guy.
Yeah, he is now. I think, yes, but I will say, it was at this point that the wheels started coming off, I believe, a little bit. Actually, I can't remember what I scored the next match. No, the wheels came off. The wheels came off, I think it's fair to say. So let's get, I was going to say another interlude. Again, not really. When we return from what would be a commercial break, because you see that kind of hard cut that they've got, we bear witness to more dancing next to the entryway as the competitors for the third match make their way down to the ring. I'm going to read the names out for these people, okay?
Yeah, okay.
Raul.
Sure.
Piloto Suicida.
Uh-huh.
Suicide Pilot.
Oh, okay.
And Blitzkrieg.
Yeah. Versus
El Texano, Rey Mysterio Sr., and Villano 3.
Good lord.
Okay, so for Holly's sake...
Fake Vader's back.
Different fake Vader.
Oh, good lord.
It's Villano 3 instead of Villano 5, but you picked up the fact it was the same mask.
Yeah.
Yes? So for Holly's sake, Raul is the man without a mask, the tall guy. Long hair, tall guy. Okay.
No, we're doing colours, so I don't know.
Blitzkrieg is the man in red... There
we go, thank you, red, yeah.
Piloto Suicida is wearing green.
Good, I've got white, green and red.
Yes.
Thank you.
White, green and red.
It could have been silver, I don't know. Oh, but he takes his... No, hang on. I've even written the silver. Takes his robe off.
Okay.
And he's in black, I think.
He is. Yeah, he's the guy without a mask, tall, long hair.
Yes.
If there was a pretty boy on this show, maybe him.
Okay. Sure.
Blitz, yeah, so if you're interested... So, Piloto Suicida changed, as an autocorrection on my phone, to Pillow Soda.
Oh, okay.
So, don't know what Pillow Soda would be.
Something you get in a hotel.
A Pillow Soda. A Pillow Mint and a Pillow Soda.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice.
Oh, I quite like the idea of that.
Turn down service, very nice. Yeah. On the opposite side of the ring, we have Villano 3 wearing the mask.
Yeah.
El Texano wearing the cowboy hat, because it's Texano.
Yeah.
And holding up the rear is Rey Mysterio Sr., the uncle of the WWE superstar.
Yeah.
Yes, Holly, he does look like Ron Jeremy.
Thank you. Tash. Yeah.
That's Rey Mysterio's uncle.
Wow.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep, I got a lot of mileage out of doing sort of like sex puns for this one, but I couldn't be bothered.
Yeah.
Could not be bothered. But yes, Tash, indeed.
Tash.
Before the match is even officially underway, Viano chops Blitzkrieg out of the ring as the Rudos look to single out Raul.
If I could have waved a white flag, it would be now.
Is this the fuck off thing?
I'm done.
I was waiting for the fuck off alarm.
So done.
You made it to the start of match 3. At least there's only 9 matches to go.
Yeah, great, yeah.
Before numerous strikes to the chest, and we see yet another duck, which results into... What?
Oh,
to the chest, and we see yet another duck. Oh, another duck, which results in 2 partners chopping the chest of the third member of the team. 3 for 3. Mm-hmm. Raul with a kick to the chest of Mysterio, and an ugly clothesline connects with Villano. From out of nowhere, whose side are you on, Holly? Sorry.
White, green, and red.
Yep, fine. From out of nowhere, Blitzkrieg springs off the top rope and delivers a missile dropkick. Blitzkrieg again, decent. Red.
Thank you.
That sends Mysterio rolling out of the ring, and Suicida follows in with a baseball slide dropkick to the outside. The brawling continues on the outside as Mysterio snapmares Suicida and kicks him in the spine. Some semblance of normality resumes as officially starting this match for their teams are El Texano and Blitzkrieg, who immediately runs into a back elbow. Red. Sorry.
Thank you. Sorry.
Chops in the corner by Texano, and he whips the masked man into the buckles hard but misses the following splash. Chops now from Red, Blitzkrieg, but he is swiftly reversed and chopped once again. Reversal of a whip sees Texano slide under the bottom rope, return to the ring and deliver a meaty clothesline to the masked man chasing him. Body slam, and Texano now heads to the top rope, but he is cut off at the pass and press slammed back into the ring. Not really. From the apron, he just flips himself over, it's fine. From the apron, Blitzkrieg once again connects with a missile drop kick and follows this up by faking a plancha by leaping straight to the top rope and moonsaulting down to his feet. Pretty decent.
Yeah.
Raul enters the ring but misses, well, it was a mess, with a wild crossbody on Villano, immediately opens up shop with a series of chops in response. Whip reversal leads to a drop down and leapfrog combination before Raul monkey flips Villano at pace towards the ropes and directly at the camera. That had me flinch and lean back. Weird. I don't know why that did that. Drop kick sends the masked man to the outside, and Raul follows in with a senton plancha that finds its home. Mysterio and Suicida are now the legal men, and the masked man gets a drop down and leapfrog before delivering a hip toss to the larger man. Mysterio elevates Suicida, green, over and onto the apron but eats a slap to the chest. However, he manages to duck the top rope standing senton that sees Suicida roll down Ray Ray's back before eating a big clothesline. Never seen that before. No. Liked it.
Oh.
So did you see it? He kind of ducked down and he used that to flip off the... Never seen that.
Okay.
Really good. Really good. Suicida is whipped to the ropes but springs off and scores with an arm drag takedown. And Mysterio is now on the floor, but he ducks a baseball slide dropkick and unloads with a meaty knife-edge chop. Handstand on the apron by Suicida off a whip, and he turns this into a head scissors takedown. High fives in the corner of the Technicos as Raul re-enters the ring, and he and El Texano meet shoulder to shoulder on a collision. White and cowboy hat.
Thank you.
What did you call it? El Texano?
Yeah, it was
cowboy hat. Yep, fine. That was a guess.
It's actually
Hatman. Hatman. Brilliant. Stetson. High five. Yeah, we've done that. Crisscross applesauce results in Texano dropping down and leapfrogging before they exchange go-behinds. Hello. Elbow from the Rudo. That would have spiced it up, I tell you. Elbow from the Rudo, who now looks for a sunset flip on the bigger man, but eats a right hand to the forehead instead. Whip reversal sees Raul now attempt a sunset flip, but Texano tries to escape with a punch, but instead hits the canvas with his fist. Jumping back kick sends the stocky man to the outside, and a tag is made to Blitzkrieg, who is immediately clotheslined by Villano when he leaps into the ring. Whip into a delayed spine buster, and Villano follows up with a top rope back senton that lands hard. Unique octopus stretch on the canvas is quickly broken up by a kick to the head from Suicida, green, and it is now he and Texano that take over as the legal men. Kicks to the hamstring by Texano and a hefty knife-edge chop land. He begins taunting his opponent with a slap to the face and is quickly met with a kick to the hamstring in response. Suicida, still green, takes too long in rallying the fans and eats another kick to the hamstring that drops him to one knee. Modified, what's this called?
I'm fucked. I don't know.
Flapjack
leads
honestly.
honestly.
El Flappo Jacko.
My fucking notes. It's absolute chaos.
Are you still up to speed though?
I'm
kind of.
Yeah, kind of.
Modified Flapjack leads. By the way, El Flappo Jacko is not actually what it's. I don't know what it would be, but that is. Maybe that's something to be considered.
I like a flapjack.
I love a flapjack. God, I could do with one now. To be fair, it'd be more entertaining than reading this. No, to be fair, I'm enjoying reading this. Watching it was a different matter. Modified Flapjack leads to a near fall as Mysterio is tagged back into the match. The love child of Ron Jeremy and Johnny B. Bad whips the masked man to the ropes and drops down, allowing Texano to deliver a clothesline.
That is exquisite, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because even when he was walking to the ring, I thought, he looks a lot like someone. And I couldn't remember who it was. And then I was like, oh, I'm sure it's the guy that we saw in Beach Bash.
It was.
And I was like, but I couldn't for the life of me remember his name.
Yeah, Mark Merrow in WWF, but Johnny B. Bad.
Thank you, that's it.
Yes.
Thank you.
Or Mr. Sable, Mr. First Sable.
Oh, yes, of course.
Or second. How many times has she been married? Might be second, to be fair. But yeah, either way, one she's with now, you're not going to fuck around with.
Nope.
Texano holds him in place and Villano connects with a double axe handle from the second rope. Didn't think you were going to get that, did you?
No.
Of all the things, you got a double axe handle as well. I laughed when I saw that because I was like, fuck me, this is giving nothing for Holly.
Nope, and something else happens very soon.
Raul makes the tag but eats a chop to the chest before being planted with a DDT and a following leg drop. Big right hand to the jaw sends Raul through the ropes to the outside and Texano and Suicida take over. Off the ropes, the masked man is elevated into the air but counters with a Hurricane Runner that sees him hold on for the 1, 2... Well, it was a 3, but the ref puts the fingers up suggesting 2, so the match continues.
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck
what is
it.
going on?
Fuck it, why not? They need to go to that seminar by Earl Hebner.
Yes.
Because this is piss poor.
How to count to 3.
Yes, I mean, I know some people struggle with that, but
yeah.
like the Welsh webbed fingers and all that. I'm joking. It's fine. It's fine. I know someone who was Welsh once. Lovely wife, Barbara, I think her name was. In the end.
God,
no,
that's so bad.
Do you know what the worst part was? Genuinely on the spot. That I didn't know where the fuck I was going with that. I was like, where am I going with this?
Wow.
Yeah, you're welcome. You're welcome, society. Okay. So yeah, definitely a 3 count, but we'll carry on because it's been so good up to this point. All 6 men are in the ring as they pair off with the Rudos all holding side headlocks. As they run to the middle of the ring, they are pushed off and the trio collide. Villano begins firing off chops before being elevated with a back body drop from Raul over the top and down onto his tag team partners. Before I carry on, the more I say Villano, the more I feel like I'm saying chorizo. You know, like people who have to...
Oh, I see.
Like Tom.
Oh.
Because you can say chorizo. I'd say chorizo, but... Yeah. I feel like now I've gone down the chorizo line and I don't feel happy with myself about it.
Okay. I think you're doing all right.
Well, I've drawn attention to it, so even if I was now, I've shit the bed on that.
Fucked it now, haven't you?
No, I have, haven't I just? In a moment that would have caused Holly a great deal of anguish, Raul nearly lands on his head on a plancha and Suicida doesn't fare much better.
Yeah, he looks nasty.
I'm like, oh, he's dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he comes down spiking his head almost. Yes. Brutal. Thankfully, Blitzkrieg seems to get the job done properly on his attempt. With all 6 men on the outside, they are soon joined by an interfering faction that is led by, and I shit you not, Holly, Jimmy, Mouth of the South, Hart.
Why do you hate me?
Call him Thanos because he is inevitable.
I genuinely feel like you hated me making me watch this. I was like, why? Why is he here?
Having seen the show up to this point, do you think I willingly chose this other than I thought it was going to... Yeah, exactly.
But I genuinely, because we had in our little group chat, I'm sure you said something about...
I did, because I was at this point, I was ahead of you.
Ahead of me, and I genuinely thought you were joking. I thought you were joking, because I thought, well, how on earth does that make sense in this?
How did you not send me a voice note just fucking tearing strips off me?
Honestly, I think I'd lost the will to live at this point.
I think that's fair. The bell sounds, and this one has been declared a no contest as the brawling continues. Blitzkrieg is literally getting lynched in the middle of the ring, and I'll be honest with you, I have no idea about the background of this, and I don't particularly care to find out. Once the brawling has finished, Jimmy Hart and the men here he has accompanied stand in the middle of the ring with their arms raised. Cool. I'm going to get out of the way. 1 star, your thoughts?
0.5.
Wow. We're both trending in the right direction, though.
Yeah.
Trending in the right direction. Yeah. The wrong direction, but the same direction.
Yeah.
Match number 4. Hey, we're getting through them. Okay.
Yeah, we're hang on, 4 out of 12. Quarter of a third. Yep, sure. I do work in maths.
You do. Conan.
Yeah.
Rey Mysterio.
Yeah.
And Hector Garza.
Yes.
How did you know that was Hector Garza?
Him I googled because I called him Zorro.
Yeah, of course you did.
And then the more this went on, the more I looked at him, I went, I recognise him and I don't know why.
Yeah.
And then all I did was Google him, and I think I only must know him, and by know I mean a tiny minuscule amount, from the people he's related to that are current.
Yes, and you
That's
don't
it.
remember seeing him in another show.
No, of course I don't.
He was in the opening match of the very first Impact.
Cool.
And I even told you at the time,
Yeah.
oh, he's related to Thingy.
I don't remember this stuff.
So this is the second time you've seen him.
Let's be real. I didn't even recognise Conan.
Conan O'Brien.
Conan.
Conan.
That's what
My
I'm
mate
going to call him.
Conan.
I've called him LL Cool J.
Okay, right.
Because he comes out with the vibe of like, it's like another rapper vibe.
Yeah, if he was fucking part Sasquatch, the hairy motherfucker. Look, have you
LL Cool J.
No, not LL Cool J. He's smooth as eggs.
Yeah.
I'm talking about this motherfucker.
No, I know.
He
but-
looks like something that's been... You know when you're clearing the shit out of the drain on a shower?
Right.
You just pull it out and just go, oh, Conan.
Oh.
Like, he's just like a hairy knuckle. Do you know what I mean? He's a great... I tell you what, fair fucks to him. Physique, on point.
Yeah.
You would say light bulb.
Yeah.
Head of a fucking boulder. Do you know what I mean? It's like a pit
Poor
bull.
guy.
No,
I know what you're saying.
poor
though.
guy. Let's be fair. He
know
is,
what you're saying.
and I
He's
shit
great.
you not, the Hulk Hogan of Mexico.
To be honest, he was the highlight of this programme for me, I'll be
Why?
honest. But I
Bit of eye
just
candy.
gave me something.
Weird. Was he? Did he have hair apart from on his body?
Shut up.
Was he bald?
You're so annoying.
Just trying to think. Was he bald? He was bald, wasn't he? Okay.
Sure.
Theme of the night. On the opposite side of the ring from them,
Hey,
Psychosis.
Do you want to fucking laugh? I didn't even know this was Rey Mysterio to start with. I went, a guy that looks like Rey Mysterio.
Fuck me. That is amazing. Rey Mysterio cosplaying as Rey Mysterio.
It's as they, because I do it as they first enter. So I was like, cool, okay. He looks like Rey Mysterio. Wasn't sure. And then as it kind of got closer, I was like, oh, it actually is him.
I think this might have already happened at this point in WCW that Rey
Okay.
Mysterio was demasked.
Oh.
So if he had been, he was putting the mask back on to respect the culture. But for a good while, as part of the Filthy Animals, which was a stable he was in alongside Conan and others, he was maskless. And he used to, instead of having a mask on, obviously because he's got a child's face, he had these little horns stuck on his head.
Like devil horns.
Yeah, horny little Ray. So it's like Terry Runnels, Rey Mysterio. Actually, they're probably well proportioned to kind of smash
fair.
bits together. Yeah, I don't need to imagine that, actually, to be fair. But yes, so Rey Mysterio lookalike, or Rey Mysterio Jr.
Yeah.
Other side of the ring, Psychosis,
Yeah.
Pirata Morgan,
Cool.
and Juventud Guerrera.
Yep.
I'm saying Pirata. Is it Pirata? Pirate Morgan, but I assume it's pirate.
Oh,
Pirata Morgan.
So he must be Eye Patch Man.
He is Eye Patch Man.
Thank you.
Psychosis is the one with the horned mask.
Bullman.
Bullman. Psychosis, a.k.a. Bullman.
Bullman.
Raven, a.k.a. Thin Balls Mahoney. Or, sorry, Fat Raven was... I fucking conflated that there. And Juventud Guerrera, the one that wasn't either of them.
Fake X-Pac.
That's amazing. Did you know there was... Okay, I've got a Juventud Guerrera story for you.
Okay.
So he had a massive ego. Loved a bit of ecstasy as well, by the way. Got in trouble, I think it was in Australia, in a hotel. He just took a load of ecstasy and went absolutely fucking mental. But there was like a kind of thing that Vince Russo, when he was in WCW, tried to kind of make him like a big character.
Okay.
And they were trying to give him mannerisms in many respects of The Rock.
Oh,
And I think
God.
it stemmed from a thing when Chris Jericho... So he wasn't known as the Juice then, but when he was in when Chris Jericho went to the WWF and he had his confrontation with The Rock on his first night, The Rock basically belittled Chris Jericho by saying, Okay, you're fresh over. He said, just because you were wrestling people over there with likes called Juventud, and so like that was enough for Juventud Guerrero to try and get. So he was used as like, who the fuck is this ass clown, this jabroni? So yeah, that was a little thing. Okay. So the Juice was a nickname that he would take on later. Obviously, that hadn't happened, as you know, because Chris Jericho was on this show.
Yeah.
Whose side were you on? Conan.
Yeah, obviously.
Conan, obviously. At least Holly should feel marginally more comfortable with this match, given that she knows at least 3 of the competitors.
Well, finally I realised I did.
Yep. Although I'll be willing to bet her face looks confused now that I have said that. You're like, oh, fucking 3? Yeah, okay, yeah, fine.
I'm there.
Conan grabs the microphone upon entering the ring to address those in attendance, and you'll have to excuse my ignorance on the Spanish language. But one thing is very clear, the fans are very much behind him.
Yep.
Once he has finished, it's like a lot of, Orale! Viva la raza! So he was doing that kind of stuff before Eddie took on the Viva la raza stuff. And he was doing that on WCW, not just obviously this standalone pilot thing. Once he's finished, we hear the music that signals the arrival of the Rudo team. Holly, in case you're unsure, Psychosis is wearing the mask, Pirata is the pirate, and Guerrera is the jackass wearing sunglasses indoors. Yep. Shit X-Pac. I love that. Yeah. That's so damning and accurate at the same time. It's amazing. The bell sounds, and starting this one off is Mysterio and Morgan. It takes a while for Guerrera and Psychosis to head to the apron, though. Lockup sees Mysterio thrown down to the canvas with force and backed into his own corner before they engage for a second time, where he is body slammed in the middle of the ring. Holly, you are laughing. I've got to ask why.
It's only because when I've started writing my notes, the guy isn't even called Eye Patch anymore. He's just called Patch.
Patch. Like he's a dog.
Aww.
Brilliant. Morgan to the crowd. Morgan taunts the crowd before returning his attention to Mysterio, who he levels with a chop to the chest. Off the ropes goes Junior, and he's levelled with a stiff clothesline. Psychosis is now the legal man, and he scores with the drop down before clotheslining his longtime rival back down to the canvas. We already talked about their ECW history, which had obviously taken place 4 years prior to this, so they're very much acquainted with one another, should we say. The Rudos begin taunting, causing Conan to enter the ring, making them all back off like bitches. Dismissive kicks to the face by Psychosis, but Mysterio drops down Face by Psychosis, but Mysterio drops down, however, misses with a clothesline and eats a kick to the gut. Psychosis scores with a front suplex, and Mysterio already looks to be in trouble. Psychosis now licks his hand and signals to the crowd that they can either kiss or lick his ass, before whipping Mysterio into the buckles and missing on the corner dropkick that sees him wind up in a heap on the canvas. Psychosis has a thing for licking his hand and touching his ass. That's all I'm saying. We see it about 4 times in the show.
Everyone's got a kink.
Not me. Not that specifically, I'll say. But, you know, we're all God's children in the dark. Crap cartwheel by Mysterio, who winds up on the shoulders of Psychosis in a what is this position called, Holly?
Oh, good lord. Oh no. Is it the... Oh no, I can't do it.
Do what?
Electric chair. It's not.
Yes, the electric chair, which he turns into a Hurricane Rana.
I can't do it. It's too much pressure.
There's only 2 things I've ever asked you.
I know, but I always get them wrong.
Mysterio ducks a clothesline before running alongside Psychosis and sending him sliding belly first across the canvas and out of the ring in quite a cool spot. Morgan and Garza now take over, with the latter getting a drop down and leapfrog before eating a southpaw clothesline. Or Southport, as it likes to change it on my phone. Fucking Southport clothesline, you fucking mass slag.
That's brilliant.
Have that.
That's like something that Luke Jacobs could do.
Yeah, exactly. A Southport clothesline, yeah. Northwest strong. Whip to the buckle sees Garza spring to the top and flip down onto his feet before eating a second clothesline that gets a count of 2. Holly gesticulated like an Italian who's been fouled in football.
Stop it.
Hand went up in the, you're not pronouncing mozzarella correctly in front of Nonna. That's what's happened with that hand gesture right there.
It really is.
Whip to the buckle sees Garza spring to the top. Yep. Garza manages to land on his feet on a back body drop, but for a third time he eats a clothesline. However, when Morgan charges, Hector manages to monkey flip him over the top and down to the floor. Should have just called him Captain Morgan. Would have made it so much easier. what? Oh, is ducked, and he eats a chop. Garza springs to the apron, backflips off, and delivers a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker to the pirate. Juvie springs into the ring and will now face off against Mysterio. This excites me. This could actually be good. The two men square off in the middle of the ring until Guerrero shoves Ray twice and chops him to the chest. Wild exchange of rights that Mysterio gets the better of, but his whip is countered. However, he slides between the legs and scores with a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Juvie, I said Juvie earlier, didn't I? Juvie is quickly, like a juvenile fucking delinquent, he's a child size. Juvie is quickly back on his feet though and drives his shoulder to the midsection but misses in a clothesline and is sent flying on a satellite head scissors takedown. Conan is now in the contest and runs over to Guerrero, grabbing his junk as the fans scream. Yeah. Apparently that's enough. Run at me. To be fair, if a man runs at me holding my dick, I'm probably backing myself into a corner as well. Holly, is this the highest you have ever seen a man's boxers above his trousers?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure.
To be fair, you know, like some guys have the kind of the fly on their boxer trunks. Yeah, if he removes that, you can see his belly button. Not a fucking dick in sight, is what I'm saying.
They're super high.
Super high.
Super high.
See his fucking Adam's apple. Juvie is Conan doesn't want any of Guerrero and signals Morgan step into the ring, which he does. Kick to the gut and Morgan is sent to the ropes where Conan gets a leapfrog and hip toss. Single knuckle lock sees Conan run up the corner buckles and deliver an arm drag takedown. Second leapfrog and Conan goes up in the corner and connects with a head scissors takedown. Another arm drag variant connects and Conan scores with another satellite head scissors takedown. Sensing a theme. Psychosis hits the ring but falls over as soon as the... What?
Go on.
Oh! Okay, I know what I've gone for here. Psychosis hits the ring but falls over as soon as the bald man vigorously grabs his own groin in his direction. Bored is what it came out as.
Oh, okay.
Hector Garza is now the legal man and he squares off with Guerrero, who narrowly avoids a kick to the face and delivers one of his own to the midsection. Face first into the buckles goes the big man and he chaotically gets whipped into the buckles but moves out of the way of a Juvie splash before knocking the remaining Rudos off the apron. Another tilt-a-whirl backbreaker, but he cannot capitalise as Morgan is on him immediately. Corner whip is reversed and Morgan goes up and over onto the apron where he hits a drop kick that flips him down to the floor below. Where he eats. Yeah, no, that's right. Yeah. Garza heads to the top rope and connects with a corkscrew crossbody that lands perfectly, to give him credit. Juvie now in the ring, but when he charges off the ropes, he eats a kick to the back of the legs from Rey Mysterio that sent him all the way down to the floor. Rey hits the ropes and scores with a slingshot senton that couldn't land any cleaner if it tried.
Mm-hmm.
In the ring, Psychosis delivers a drop kick. I like the idea that he wasn't trying to land it cleanly. Yeah, I was just, well, fuck it, that was lucky. In the ring, Psychosis delivers a drop kick to Conan and heads to the top rope, but he leaps directly into a drop kick to the midsection. Leapfrog and kick to the gut by Conan, who hits a K-Factor before applying the Tequila Sunrise in the middle of the ring. However, before we get a submission or anything like that, a host of WCW workers hit the ring, including Norman Smiley, Fit Finlay, and Chris Jericho, who begins attacking all the men in the match. The bell sounds and the second match in a row has been thrown out. The beatdown continues as we see top rope leg drops and even a chair gets involved. Conan is dropped face first on the chair in the corner by Finlay as Chavo Guerrero hits the ring and helps Mysterio to his feet before turning his back on him and delivering a big clothesline. The luchadors we saw earlier in the card now hit the ring and fight off the assailants as the chaos only continues further. The bell continues to sound as the brawl intensifies on the outside. Clearly, the WCW wrestlers do not like the fact that the luchadors are potentially getting their own show. Well, they got their way in the end, didn't they? With the damage done, and as WCW are leaving, Chris Jericho blows a kiss directly at the camera. Thoughts on this match?
I have really overscored this. But I don't care. 2.25.
2.25.
Shut your mouth. Really? Oh, well chuffed with that.
Yeah, 2.25. I think it helped that you knew some of the people in it, dare I say. Did it?
Yes.
And Conan's big beefy titties. Did that help?
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, go on.
Yeah, go on. Why not, eh?
Why not? Absolutely. You've got to throw it somewhere on this show. To be honest, at this point, I'm probably slinging Juventud one. I'll be honest, I don't know what else I'm getting on this show, to be honest. Salsa dancers, I could have gone with.
Yeah,
could have gone with the dancers.
could've,
Still went with the shit X-Pac.
Yeah.
I don't know, the ref looked like he'd be grateful as well, to be fair. Might give one of them a go. To be honest, the actual in-ring action was fairly smooth throughout. I knew, apart from Pirata Morgan, who I didn't know, I'll admit, I had at least, Hector Garza's probably the one I've got the least amount of knowledge on, but the others I'm more than familiar with from having seen their work over the years. So yeah, I felt a bit more comfortable with it, and the match was okay.
Yeah, fine.
I thought, do you know what? We might go up from here. No.
Yep.
In the next match. So now this is where Holly gets very sad.
I mean, I was already, like, let's throw out the violins. I was already a bit sad.
You were a bit sad.
And this just made it so much worse.
And the reason why it got worse is because now we're seeing repeat offenders.
I hate this. I can't.
Repeat offenders.
I can't bear this.
Literally, and one of them was literally just in the match a moment ago. So we've got Raul, Salcero, and Piloto Suicida versus Juventud Guerrera, or shit X-Pac, El Mosco, and Felino. Whose side were you on?
Salsa Man.
Got to be Salcero, my boy.
Yeah.
Holly, I think it's Groundhog Day, as we're seeing the same men competing more than once during the show. Thoughts?
I think actually this was the match where I actually think I messaged you and said, I'm having a wine watching this.
No, I think genuinely...
I mean, I think I had before, but I think I was getting another at this point.
I'll be honest, you'd already told me at this point, not to out you on it, but you'd already told me at this point that you had two.
It's so bad, though.
I think this was the point where you went to do it and literally said, I can't. And then stopped.
I can't.
Yeah.
It's so hard to watch this.
It really is. It really is. It's unforgiving.
Like, up until this point...
Not unforgiving the show, mind.
No, if it had stopped here or before this match, I'd have been like, okay, cool. Like, that was not for me, but it wasn't horrific.
Yep. I don't think we're halfway through the show yet, quite.
No, I know.
Although we are approximately, by the looks of it, halfway through my notes.
Yay.
So, good. I will say one thing, though. I cannot find it in me to be angry at Salcero. There is a man who fucking loves his job. A very short break for Guerrera, who was also competing in the match that we just saw. The bell sounds, and this one begins with Suicida and Felino. Green and Catman.
Thank you.
Puss in Boots, we'll call him. That should put the cat amongst the pigeons. Am I right? Mm-hmm. I actually wrote that as well. I'd like to say I didn't, but I did.
Okay.
Quick arm drag takedown by Suicida, and he counters a collar and elbow with another takedown variety. He flips back to his feet, but finds himself taken over with a side headlock, but he quickly counters with a head scissors. Felino looks to escape, but is quickly pulled back down to the canvas with an arm lock. Felino on his feet and looks to lock up the arms before taking down his opponent and applying a head scissors. Leg trip by Suicida, and he drops the leg over the knee before talking away at the joint. Cradle pin by the cat only gets a near fall.
I see what you did there.
What?
Isn't there a thing called Cat's Cradle?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I see what
it's a yo-yo trick, isn't it? No?
Is it?
Yeah, Cat's Cradle.
The triangle?
Yeah.
With the yo-yo dangling in the middle?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's also a sex act, I'm assuming, based on that, is it?
Is it?
I don't know. I felt like you looked at me, you winked and you licked your lips, didn't you?
I don't know.
Google it.
You carry on, I'm going to have a little Google.
Oh my good God. This could get messy, folks. A unique body slam attempt, and now Guerrera is tagged into the match, and he connects with a springboard leg drop before shimmying his shoulders at the fans from the middle rope. Big pair of chops sends Suicida into his own corner, and in comes the man of the moment, Salcero. He flips into the ring and gyrates his hips towards the juice. We're going to pause this momentarily to see what Holly has just found on her phone.
Oh my God. I just went on Urban Dictionary, right? Oh my God.
We might have lost her, folks. We might have lost her.
So bad.
Okay,
I'm right.
Oh dear, it's actually got her.
I'm crying. Okay, I'm going to read this word for word.
Please do.
The area in a male's pants that's between the ball sack and the shaft. It also refers to the dried semen that dribbles down the penis behind the ball sack. For example, in a sentence, I got an itch in the cat's cradle.
Right, couple thoughts off that. Who's letting dried semen just roll down Unless needs absolutely must.
Oh my God.
Gents, what are we doing? Get some dude wipes.
Wow. That was so worth it.
I'll tell you what now. So we got a gooch. We got a cat's cradle. I'll tell you what, that's the chat up line, isn't it? Do you want to see the cat's cradle?
That gave so much more than I thought it would.
It did. I kind of was right. It was sexual related in a way.
And I didn't think it was, yeah.
Why did I know that? Well, I didn't know that, to be fair, because I wasn't expecting to hear dried semen rolling down the shaft.
Oh, God.
So, anyway, back at it.
Sorry.
Absolutely fine. Hoovy, not being one to be upstage, climbs to the middle ropes and begins shaking his hips as the fans boo him. Kicks to the midsection by Guerrera, who levels his opponent with a knife-edge chop. Whip is countered, but he ducks the clothesline and sort of ducks the second, securing a waistlock from behind. Salcero switches the position, but he's elbowed to the face and has to break his grip. I think Holly's broken her grip with reality.
Sorry.
It's absolutely fine. I'm glad you're enjoying yourself. El Mosco gets the tag, and so does Raul. Big man Raul looks like a bitch as he takes a chop to the chest midway through posing and looks every bit more the bitch when he is knocked down off a shoulder tackle from the much smaller Mosco. Drop down and leapfrog by Raul, and he does connect with a very nice power slam. That is only enough for 2. Tilt-a-whirl sees El Mosco land on his feet, but misses wildly, and it's turned it into like a Mr. Men character, by the way, in my notes. Misses wildly.
Oh, okay.
Or a porn star, whatever you want to go with that, yeah. On a swing, and is sent sliding under the bottom rope to land chest first on the mat down below. Raul is soon out with him and begins seductively dancing like a university student during Freshers Week, which receives absolutely no reception before deciding to return to the ring without doing any damage and tagging in the man of the night, Salcero. I have no idea what the fans are chanting, but it is clear that they are chanting in favour of the best man to appear on the show. Felino, now being the legal man, drops down but misses a clothesline and finds his hip toss countered into 1 from the Technico. Salcero fakes him out on numerous leg kick attempts, instead choosing to pose on each occasion, and somehow he connects with a diving back head butt type thing to the face moments later. Don't know what the fuck it was.
No.
The dancing fake leg kicks, fine. Give me that, absolutely. Guerrero back in and narrowly avoids a spinning heel kick from Suicida, but fuck it, he'll sell it anyway. Chops by the masked man, who taunts the Rudo, but he finds his whip reversed and he is dropped with a tilt-a-whirl slam. Hoovy heads to the top rope and connects with a missile dropkick that sends Suicida crashing between the ropes and down to the floor. Guerrero hits the ropes but eats a dropkick on his return from Salcero. El Mosco back in and he connects with a dropkick to the dancing man before whipping him to the buckles but missing on his running arse attack. Salcero runs in but is elevated into a seated position on the top buckle but manages to hold on to prevent the Super Hurricane Runner. He leaps from his perch and delivers a very nice Hurricane Runner of his own before a flipping senton to the outside finds its target. Raul and Felino continue on in the ring where the big man misses by a mile on a dropkick. Corner whip is reversed, but Felino jumps into the seated position on the turnbuckles before being cut off. However, he prevents Ralph, by the way, fucking Ralph, Raul from delivering a Super Hurricane Runner of his own and instead connects with a sit-out Super Powerbomb. 2 count before it is broken up by Suicida. Wild dropkick misses by the masked man on Guerrera and Hoovy sits him on the top turnbuckle before delivering a twisting Super Hurricane Runner. Finally, 1 hit. The Juice is feeling it and he signals that he'll be going for the Hoovy driver. He lifts Suicida up and he clearly didn't get the memo as he goes stiff not once but twice. A frustrated Guerrera stamps on the canvas before being secured in a schoolboy roll-up that gets a near fall. After a kick to the face from Felino, at the 3rd attempt, Guerrero does connect with the Hoovy driver, and we get the 1, 2, 3. Read the last word that I've put there above the rating.
Wank.
Yep. Thoughts, Holly?
Yeah, I just put, this feels like the longest show I've ever watched because I'm not enjoying it and I don't want to watch him.
Yes.
1.
What? 0.25. I could not abide what I just saw there, and it had Salcero in. Very sad.
Yeah.
Very, very, very sad. But we move on to match 612. Hey, we are getting there. Each one down is 1 ticked off. Think of it that way. Look, it's just like sex. That just close your eyes, lie back, and think of England. Okay.
Yep. Okay.
La Parka, Blitzkrieg, and Kendo versus Kaz Hayashi, new person, Psychosis, and Ron Rivera.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Straight off the bat, I just wanted to be clear that Ron Rivera is the most news presenter name I have ever heard in my life. Hi, this is Ron Rivera, and you are listening to Channel 5 News, San Jose. Can you just hear that? I feel like I could hear that.
Yeah.
Yep. Now that's out of my system, I don't know what Holly's opinion will be of him, but watching La Parka play the guitar on a steel chair will always make me happy. I think Holly is just trying to work out which Funny Bones character he is.
Oh, I used to love that.
Mm-hmm. Having now seen him, Ron Rivera looks like an indie chubby Mexican CM Punk who has at no point been straight edge. To start this one off, we have Psychosis and La Parka. So he's the one with the blonde kind of longish hair, not quite, bit chubby, cut off vest, t-shirt type thing.
Okay.
Looked unappealing to the eye, with a name of a news broadcaster or a really shit porn star.
Okay.
So there you go.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like I needed to explain who Kaz Hayashi was in this one.
No, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Partly because I thought you could, if you knew, because he's not Ron, and he's not the others, so you knew. Yeah, I think just instinctively you'd have known. To start this one off, we have Psychosis and La Parka. The fans are clearly into La Parka as they can be heard chanting his name, which he fully encourages. I would ask whose side you're on. At this point of the show, Holly, I don't give a fuck.
Neither did I.
In order to acknowledge them, he signals for Psychosis to move out of the way before conducting a very unique strut and stanky leg dance.
I like that when every time you talk about this, which only has been twice, you do it.
I have to.
Yeah.
It's just, there's something about the dance that you have to do.
Do you think you're more suited to that dance or the penta walk?
Yeah, no, I think I'm more suited to the La Parka one.
Okay.
Because I feel like there's a bit of rhythm, whereas Penta's just kind of, it's a
sidewalk, oh, I love it, it's great.
Oh, it's great, but
so
when
good.
I've seen myself do it in the mirror, because obviously I've done that, I looked a bit too blob, and it didn't quite, it just looks, because it's at a weird angle, and then
it's kind of side on-ish.
But not, so it's like showing all the worst angles of me, and I don't look like that. If I had, do you know what, makeup, gear, all that, fine.
Yeah.
You can be a blob and get away with it. But when you're just dressed in your fucking this, quite frankly, and this, to be clear,
just
is shorts. Exactly. And then you'd make eye contact with yourself, and then you're like, oh my God, I'm 35. It's like the Jeff Hardy thing in the mirror. It's fucking shameful. Although that felt less upsetting than this.
Okay.
So yeah. Basically, we tried it out.
Okay, good to know.
We tried it out.
By we, you mean you, but okay.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm not doing
have
it.
you tried the Penta walk?
No, I actually haven't.
Really?
No.
Wow. What's the most embarrassing thing that you've done?
Fuck knows, I embarrass myself all the damn time.
Yeah, ignore Friday.
I don't remember that.
Well, exactly. Where's something where you've done it, you've gone, oh my God, why did I do that?
Oh, I don't know, because I don't know if I embarrass myself like that. I just embarrass myself in normal life by being clumsy as fuck. So I don't think I warrant having to do things to embarrass myself. I just do them all the time.
I think I could get to 105 years of age and I will not forget you stumbling through that bathroom door.
Yeah.
Oh, it's amazing. That was the gift that keeps you going.
I'm glad it just still gives you joy.
First ever progress show, that.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was was it Not Tufnell Park, was it?
Tunnel Park.
Yeah, wherever it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoyed it. Oh, sorry, I'm just
again just thinking about it.
Yeah, I am. I really am. And it was just you laughing, hearing you laugh as I'm pissing in the next room is something else.
Absolutely.
So he's done the leg dance. Midway through the shaking knees, that caps the whole piece off, he eats a super kick to the face. Psychosis signals to the fans by licking his hand and smacking his arse again. Great. Corner whip sends the fan favourite. There we go. Corner whip sends the fan favourite into the buckles, and he's met with a stiff clothesline that drops him down to the canvas. Second corner whip sees La Parka sidestep off the charge, and Psychosis hits shoulder first into the ring post.
Thank God. Just chug it. Chug the whole thing.
I'm surprised Holly has said drink here, as surely there is no wine left in the county at this stage in the show. La Parka heads to the top row but is cut off and dropped with a brutal dick guillotine.
Yay!
Psychosis joins him up there and sends him flying with a Super Hurricane Rana. Now it is the Rudo's turn to head to the top, and he takes flight to connect with a spinning back heel kick. Ron Rivera and Blitzkrieg take over, and they engage in a collar and elbow tie-up where the masked man is sent flying across the ring. He kips back to his feet, but is stonewalled on the shoulder tackle attempt and knocked back down. whip and clothesline return him to the canvas. Blitzkrieg with a drop down that Rivera cartwheels over, but is drop kicked midway through, tapping the side of his temple to signal how smart he is. Not so smart now. The masked man debates going sailing over the ropes, but his target is not on his feet, so he thinks better of it, making the tag to Kendo. Kendo runs across the ring, where Kaz pulls him out of the air and drives him face first into the canvas. Kick is blocked and Kendo leaps over the shoulders, drops down for a handstand and uses his legs to take over Mr. Hayashi. Off the ropes and Kendo connects with the second head scissor takedown, in fact make it 3. His fourth one at least has enough variety that I don't dislike it, but he places one leg on the shoulder before following through with the second leg, which was actually very unique. He kind of rested his leg on the shoulder and then swung over to take him down. Really cool. Multiple strikes are blocked from Hayashi and the masked man counters with an enziguri. Tag made to La Parka and in he comes. Oh, sorry, no. Tag made to La Parka and in comes Psychosis. Apologies for that breakdown. Parker backs him into the turnbuckles and I honestly have no idea what he's doing here. Oh, hang on. He is being a matador.
Is that what it was?
Because Psychosis has... He's Bull Man.
He's Bull Man.
Yep.
Yeah, cool.
It took me a while to work out what he was doing here. The Technico begins clapping to encourage the crowd to follow along, but takes his eye off the prize, and he's levelled with a clothesline moments before Psychosis signals for the fans to again kiss his ass. This show can kiss my ass. La Parka goes up and over on a corner whip, but is held in place by Hayashi, who eats a running knee from Psychosis when the intended target moves out of the way. La Parka is elevated into the seated position on the top rope, but grabs a hold of Psychosis' hair and pulls him down to the canvas with a thud. For the fourth time this evening, we see the Rudos have a miscommunication, which results in Rivera taking a pair of chops from his own teammates.
So annoying.
What I see next, I'm going to struggle to describe, but La Parka shouts, "Woohoo!" as he throws aimless kicks and strikes at no one before arse-bumping Rivera into the corner and casually strutting between the other two Rudos to his own corner. Fine. I mean, if we're going along with the bullshit. Kendo scores with a top rope crossbody on Hayashi and then delivers a handspring shoulder bump to the face that sends Kaz to the outside, where he finds Kendo landing on top of him moments later with a slingshot crossbody. Psychosis does a suicide dive over the top, so I don't think it's a suicide dive, colliding with Kendo. Now La Parka comes sailing over the top with a corkscrew crossbody that looks like it actually connects knee to head on Psychosis.
It did.
In the ring, we get what would have been a very nice satellite DDT had Rivera not tried to take it like a neck breaker. From the top rope, Blitzkrieg connects with a Phoenix Splash on Rivera for the 1, 2, 3. Following the match, La Parka looks to be in trouble as he has to be helped to his feet by his teammates. Clearly, the landing did not sit right with him. Holly, what are your thoughts on that?
1.75, and it got that because it had a proper finish. And, well, yeah, I don't mind this guy. Skeletor,
yeah, funny bones.
It gave a little bit than others, but I was also ready for it to be finished.
0.5 stars.
Okay.
I'm not going to elaborate on that. You can tell my mood.
Yeah, no, I get it.
This feels like somewhat of a restart of the show in many respects, as we hear the mariachi band play and the original dancers return to centre stage.
I hoped it was the end.
No, I think that's halfway through the show.
Yeah. Kill me now.
Well, no, I'll kill you at the end. Let's get the recording done first, then we can organise that. I know, sorry about that. The next match, El Texano, Rey Mysterio Sr.
This is fucking ridiculous.
Villano 3 and Villano 5, the fake Vaders, versus Ricky Santana, Fidel Sierra, Pierroth Jr. and Psicopata.
Yeah, cool.
Some of these are new.
Yeah, I know.
So, all of the members of the Rudo team we've already seen on the card, so I don't need to waste time explaining who they are. However, the same cannot be said for team number 2.
Yeah.
Led to the ring by Jimmy Hart himself is Ricky Santana, so the shorter of the two leotard-wearing gentlemen.
The blue and red. Yeah, okay.
Fidel Sierra is the fellow leotarded one who's taller.
Sure, yeah.
Pierroth Jr. has the chain on, which leaves Psicopata as the masked man that looks like an ambling gimp.
Thank you. He's got a rope as well, right?
Yep.
Cool, okay. Good-o.
We start, I assume as we mean to continue, in an all-out brawl.
Yeah.
The Rudo team are scattered out of the ring, leaving only Rey Mysterio Sr. in the corner of the opposition where he is triple-teamed. Pierroth Jr. What are you imagining Ron Jeremy and Johnny B. Bad getting penetrated?
Anything.
Yep.
Anything but this.
Yep. Pierroth Jr. holds him in place, allowing Fidel an easy shot to the top of his dome. The triple teaming continues in the corner with a kick to the midsection as Mysterio is draped across the top rope and he eats a big kick to the midsection from Pierroth after a whip to the ropes. Villano now in the ring, I don't care which one, and he begins striking away but is halted with a knee to the midsection and a big chop that sent him down to the canvas. Santana chokes the masked man over the top rope before a right hand sends him down to the canvas again. Knee lands to the inner thigh and Villano is rolling around in agony. Dead leg territory, that, I think.
Yeah.
Pierroth begins to argue with the referee, or a referee, who gives a fuck, and doesn't see El Texano stroll up behind him to land a kick to the hamstring. Pierroth begins to strike back and takes Texano into his corner where a tag is made by Santana. I think I start to note at this point, who the fuck are the good guys?
Yeah.
Because they're two bad guy teams from other matches, so what are we doing?
Exactly.
I
really
mean,
hard to work out.
Not really cared, but still.
Yeah.
Which would make sense if it wasn't the same fucking show. We'd seen them be the bad guys. Big clothesline by Santana puts Texano down, and Sikapata capitalises by guillotining him over the top rope moments later. Michinoku driver by Santana scores, and Sikapata slingshots himself over the top rope, landing with a splash. Tag made to Fidel, who clubs away on Texano and delivers a stiff clothesline that puts him down. Back in the opposition corner goes Texano, and he finds himself quadruple teamed with a corner beatdown. Chance to be a fine thing, right? I thought both of these teams were Rudos, but it seems like the team led by Mysterio is actually playing the Technico role on this occasion as they try to rescue their buddy. But I've put their body. Ooh. But I stopped from doing so. But are stopped from doing so by the official. So thank you, autocorrect, you prick. Sorry, I made eye contact with you when I said you prick. That was a bit intense. Yeah. Sorry, don't mean to excite you. I know it's warm and sweaty and very uncomfortable in this room, but don't need to make it even steamier. Double team Big Boot off a whip sees Texano stagger into his own corner where Villano quickly enters the ring. Multiple strikes in the corner by the masked man, but he is blindsided by Sikapata, who attacks him from behind. Back body drop by Sikapata, and this match just appears to be even more of a free-for-all than any of those that have preceded it. Fidel enters the ring and restrains Villano, but instead eats a clothesline from a charging Pierroth. Now it's Pierroth's turn to go for the ride on a back body drop, and Villano follows this up with a DDT. Tag made to Santana, and there's also a tag for the other Villano. Santana lands with a number of overhand chops before whipping the masked man into the buckles, where he goes up and over and delivers a nice power slam as Santana looks to close the distance. Near fall. Rake of the eyes by Santana, but he finds his... This is a good typo. I've enjoyed this typo. Rake of the eyes by Santana, but he finds his clothes counted.
Oh, okay.
That's nice. Don't know why he was counting clothes. Clothesline counted, as I assume is what I've gone for there, and he is driven into the canvas with a DDT. Mysterio Sr. is in the ring, but he cannot land his strike and eats a kick to the midsection, but does manage to drive Santana face first into the canvas on a running bulldog. Sikapata enters the ring and manages to avoid an elbow drop from Mysterio, but he in turn misses a back senton attempt before turning into a missile dropkick from Texano. Satellite head scissors takedown on the masked man, and he is sent on a ride with a tilt-a-whirl slam followed by a tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. Just in case you haven't seen one or the other enough tonight, you get both.
Yay.
Kicks to the back of the leg sends Sikapata falling into his corner, where he tags Pierroth, who runs directly into a dropkick from Texano. Texano fakes him out on a 619. Meanwhile, Fidel misses a clothesline and he eats a dropkick that sends him to the outside. Suicide dive by Villano find its mark as Texano slingshotting himself over the adjacent side, landing on Sikapata. In the ring, Santana ducks an attack from Villano and after whipping him into the buckles, charges in only to be countered with a sunset flip that gets a very delayed count of 2, despite there being 2 officials. Both of them didn't count. Like, this one's yours, mate. I fucking went down 5 seconds ago, so to speak. Suplex attempt is countered by Villano into a small package, and again we get a delayed 1 count. As Santana marches towards the ring ropes, he ducks down as a handful of white powder is thrown into the eyes of Villano, blinding him. Running forearm connects, watch it finish, and we get the 1, 2, 3. The team led by Jimmy Hart walk away with the victory. Holly, what are your thoughts?
1 out of 5.
0.5. Me no likey.
Just so done.
Oh, absolutely.
So done. And I felt like I couldn't just put 0. I would have put 0 for a lot of these because I was done. And I was like, I can't just do it because I'm over it.
Yep.
Like, that's not how we do it.
That isn't how we do it. We try.
Just give it 1.
This was our pain for your benefit, quite frankly, for those listeners. Because this is, oh my God. Straight into another match. Yeah. Again, no fluffing here. Conan, Rey Mysterio Jr., Hector Garza, and Silver King versus Norman Smiley, Chris Jericho, Johnny Swinger, Holly will have thoughts on him, and Lenny Lane with Fit Finlay.
Cool. Yep. The second team, Jericho's team, apart from Jericho, none of them have an actual name. I don't know who they are.
Okay.
So we've got Jericho, obviously.
Yep.
Black Pants, the guy that's only wearing like
Norman Smiley.
Pants. Long brown hair.
Johnny Swinger.
And purple pants.
Lenny Lane.
There we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Fit Finlay on the outside.
I know who he was, but you know.
So the entrance music of the Filthy Animals hits the speakers as we look to get the next match underway. Not sure why the Rudo team get no music whatsoever, but here we are. I'm going to assume, again, Rey Mysterio cosplaying Conan was the winning team for you.
Absolutely.
And you're picking against Jericho.
Yeah, but one man...
Doesn't make a team.
No, not in an 8-man tag.
One man does not a 8-man tag team make.
Not when it's this shit, no.
Wow. Not wrong.
Yeah.
Not sure why the Rudo. Yep. At least Holly will know a few of the people in this match, so sadly her naming criteria will not be as tested as it has been elsewhere in the show. Before the Rudos can enter the ring, Silver King looks to lasso the opposition and sends them back down to the outside. Conan is encouraging the crowd to cheer as we hear the distinct voice of Chris Jericho telling a member of the audience to shut their mouth. All 8 men are standing in the ring as they decide amongst themselves who will get this match underway. Eventually it's decided that the 2 men will be Chris Jericho and Conan for their respective teams. The bell sounds and after Jericho paws away with a couple of jabs, he decides better of it and tags in Johnny Swinger. Oh, apparently not, as Jericho returns to the ring once again. Jericho teases going for a lockup, but decides better of it again and makes the tag to Lenny Lane.
Just fucking do it.
Exactly, just stick it in, Chris, fuck's sake. So now Conan decides that he doesn't want to start things off as he breaks and tags in Rey Mysterio. Big shove to the chest by Lenny sends Mysterio to the buckles, but he comes firing out with a series of forearms. Off the ropes.
Ooh.
This might be the creepiest sentence that I've ever read.
Okay.
I want you to read the sentence for me because it's that weird.
Jesus.
It's the top line.
The very top?
Yep.
The bullet point?
Yep.
Off the ropes and rims in my stereo's hip toss is blocked. But he also prevents Lenny Lane from connecting with his own.
Yes.
His own rim?
Yep. I don't quite know what I was going for by rim. Off the ropes and rims in my runs.
No.
Runs into stereo.
Runs into Mysterio.
Mysterio's hip toss is blocked. Off the ropes and runs in.
My stereo.
Mysterio's hip toss is blocked, but he also prevents Lenny Lane from connecting with his own. Lane puts his off the ropes and.
Oh god.
That's amazing. That needs to be deciphered. Lane puts his leg over the back of Mysterio's neck and flips over onto his feet before we see Mysterio do the exact same thing.
Boring.
Inexplicably, Lane decides to celebrate at this moment and is yanked down to the canvas by his hair. Mysterio runs into a pair of boots on a corner charge but manages to avoid Lenny's follow-up charge into the opposite buckles where he lands in a heap instead. Bronco Buster by Ray as Conan cheers on from the apron.
The running sausage.
Hector is now the legal man and Swinger makes the tags on the opposite side. Headlock and push off by Garza, but he's knocked down with a shoulder tackle. Drop down and leapfrog, but Hector cannot avoid the clothesline that hits moments later.
Did I not watch the shows before them?
The shows?
As in, if they felt like shows.
They did feel like shows.
Did they not watch the matches before? I say this with every show we watch, but it's getting a bit annoying.
I
mean, I'm being polite.
I've been annoyed. I've gone so annoyed, I came back round to being numb to it.
Oh, okay.
There was a point in the show where, you laugh and then you start crying and then the laughing kind of stops and you're just like,
Just dead.
Just staring
Yeah.
into the distance, into the nothingness.
Vaguely.
Taking it in. That's how I was at this point. I was a numb, blank slate.
Okay.
So kudos to the wrestlers on the show. You really did well. I don't think you were helped by anything, to be honest. But here we are. We are. Corner whip is reversed, but Swinger manages to elevate Garza onto the apron. Hector blocks the right hand and delivers a shot to the gut before climbing to the top rope. He front flips down into the ring, landing on his feet, but turns directly into a super kick that gets a count of 2.
Shocking. Absolutely shocking that would happen.
Smiley now in the ring, and he delivers a lovely European uppercut in the corner before scoring with a few other select strikes that ultimately leads to a back elbow off a whip. He's English, by the way.
This is the guy that does the it's not a dance, cause,
the wiggle.
But is he also the guy that does the hand with the slap, like the arse slap?
He is.
I don't know how you would describe that.
Air dogging.
Okay.
Doggy style.
Oh, okay, right, yeah.
Yeah, because he's smacking. What do you think he's smacking?
I know, but I'm just in my head. I'm like,
imagine he's getting a blowy and he's fucking smacking the side of the. I don't know. Yeah, that's true. I don't know what he's into.
Everyone's got a kink.
Yeah, hopefully not that. Fellow Brit, by the way, is Norman Smiley. He's also was certainly. I don't know if he still is a trainer at WWE.
Interesting.
Well, I say to this day, that would depend on if he's still working there, but he was for a long time in developmental, helping people learn the basics. Oh. Actually, a very solid wrestler when given the chance, but often used as a joke character. Oh. Best body slam in the business.
Really?
For me, because he does this thing where he picks them up, and instead of just going up, he does this weird kind of swings with them before he puts them up, so it looks quite unique. I can't explain it well, but he's got a swing to it that works, and it really does work. Tag made to Jericho, and he and Norman deliver double team shoulder tackles that drop Garza down to the canvas. Suplex by Jericho, who now places a foot on the chest and flexes to make the cover. Come on, baby! But it's not enough. Lenny Lane is back in the ring, but he immediately tags Johnny Swinger. Sure. He body slams Garza before elevating Swinger into the air to deliver a leg drop. The count barely gets underway before Silver King grabs the arm of the official and kicks Johnny between the eyes. I quite like that. Like, no, bang.
Yeah.
Fun. Good. Smiley and Silver King, that's such a weird sentence, lock up, but the Mexican is pushed up against the ropes where Jericho holds him in place for Norman to land a series of strikes. Back elbow puts Silver King down off a whip and... He's whipped hard into the buckles where we get a very distinct Norman Smiley swinging body slam. This is the one I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Norman is feeling it as he begins his wiggle, and I'm not sure how Holly feels about this.
Uncomfortable.
I'm okay with it. Off the ropes goes Silver King, but he counters with a running DDT before unloading with a number of mounted right hands. Jericho's quickly in the ring to break it up and begins stomping away on King as he encourages the rest of his team to join in, which they do.
Yay.
Lane pulls King to the outside where he and Swinger whip him directly into a stone wall known as Fit Finlay. Silver King takes a bit more abuse before he is rolled back into the ring where Norman Smiley lands a series of stomps. King is guillotined over the top rope courtesy of Jericho and falls just short of making a tag to his teammates. Lane lands a right hand from the apron, but in the end Silver King does make it to his corner where he tags in Conan.
This ref can piss off. This irritated me
Fine.
so much.
Yeah, fine. Apparently, though, neither of the officials saw it despite it happening right in front of both of them. Power slam by Lenny on Silver King sees the pinfall attempt broken up by Garza. Big chops from King, who finds his corner whip reversed, but he looks to go up and over, only to be caught and drop down to the canvas with a... What's this called, Holly?
I don't care.
Flapjack!
I haven't... Do you know what? I haven't written that once.
No. Probably just the tears as kind of blurring the screen for you at this point,
I'll be honest,
I imagine.
It definitely was that.
Nearly at the end of this match, though.
Yay!
Bulldog from Lane leads to a count of 2. King manages to duck a clothesline before needlessly going between the ropes with a 619. However, he does connect with a spinning back heel kick. Drop kick sends Lane between the ropes and Silver King runs to the middle rope before leaping off over the top and down to the outside on his opponent. In the ring, Mysterio and Swinger take over as the latter is elevated and dropped throat first across the top rope before eating a drop kick that sends him to the outside. Mysterio hits the ropes and baseball slides under the bottom rope where he delivers a head scissors takedown. Now in the ring, it is the turn of Conan and Smiley. Kick to the midsection. I keep thinking Carol Smiley now as well, which is annoying. Kick to the midsection from the Technico and he follows up with the K-Factor. Conan is halfway through applying the Tequila Sunrise when a kick from Chris Jericho prevents the hold from being completed.
Is the K? Is it? What do you call it? K factor? Is that a? I know it's a. Is it a belly buster?
It's the kick to the stomach, grab the back of the head, jump.
Thank you.
Do the splits, drive them.
I think it is,
the X factor, basically, the X-Pac move.
Yeah.
Beautiful drop kick from Garza, drops Jericho, but he counters a whip and delivers a DDT. Walls of Jericho attempt, and it is locked in place on Garza, who furiously taps the canvas in submission. In celebration, Smiley begins a little bit of light air fuckery as the Rudos are declared the winners.
Yep.
Holly, thoughts?
Cool, 1.75.
1.5, it won me round a little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more. But still, not great, lads. Done with the multi-man stuff. Fucking move on.
Just done in general, man.
Anyway, on to the next multi-man match. Super Callow, Fragilistic Expialidocious, Blitzkrieg and Venom, with a U, versus El Mosco, Felino and Psychosis.
Yay.
Third time we've seen some of these. Yay!
And one of them is injured here, so it doesn't get any better.
Who's injured here?
One of them is hobbling.
How do I not notice this? Who is it?
I've written Silver.
But Venom.
Literally hobbling.
Venom. Okay, yeah, no, didn't spot that. Let's start with the big question of this match, Holly. How many times will Psychosis kiss/lick his own ass?
I just want it to be done.
No sooner have I said that.
He does it.
He kisses his own
away.
ass, and what's more, this show can kiss mine.
Yes. Are you going to do that at the end of the recording?
My last word, fuck off, kind of thing. Yeah, that type of thing. Yeah, absolutely. My show, my last word, fuck off, Lucha. In this case, not in general, but in this case.
No, in this example, yeah, I get it.
After a brief bit of shenanigans, starting this one off with their respective teams are Psychosis and Mary Poppins. So that's not supercalifragilistic. Who's that? What's that?
Yeah, it's a Mary Poppins.
It is Mary Poppins, isn't it? Yeah, cool. So Mary Poppins is now what he is. Street rapper name, Mary Poppins.
That's not a silver wrapper, though, is it?
That is silver wrapper. What would be a silver wrapper? I can't think of a chocolate bar that's silver.
No, I couldn't either. Apart from if you get a Quality Street and you take the wrapper, the coloured wrapper off and turn it inside out.
I don't know why I knew you were going with that. Any foil you could do that with. I feel like there is one. I just can't think of it.
Oh, there probably is. But
yeah. Isn't there like a protein Mars that's kind of like a silvery kind of colour? Okay.
I don't know. I don't eat Mars bars, do I?
Caramel.
So I don't know. Yeah.
But you went like you don't like it, but it's because you can't have it.
I've never had one. It just doesn't appeal to me either.
So
because I can't.
I know, but what's about it though?
Oh, it just doesn't look very appealing.
I was about to say Snickers, but that's just adding to the misery for you, isn't it?
Really?
Kind
of nuts either.
Not what I've heard. The two men circle, and when they engage, Callow quickly uses their lock-up to drag Psychosis down to the canvas and outside of the ring. On the floor, Psychosis claims that he had his hair pulled, and the Technico is warned in the ring about this. That's it. I've got nothing more. The sentence just tails off, and so did I. Leg trip takedown by Callow. Psychosis rolls over into a drop down, but as Callow hits the ropes, he takes a knee to the back from El Mosco and runs straight into a clothesline from the legal man. Felino is quickly in the ring and drops a headbutt.
Drops a head.
Drops a head. But, yeah, exactly that. Why didn't I understand headbutt's a word? Headbutt is a word. It doesn't like it, never has. With El Mosco following shortly behind with a leg drop. Venom takes a hip toss over the ropes and into the ring from... he's on the apron. Venom takes hip top over the ropes and into the ring from the cat as the Rudo team looks to be dominant early. Venom is half sat on the middle rope and El Mosco takes flight from the top rope, landing with a leg drop. Felino connects with a baseball slide on Callow, who was looking to finally make it back to his feet. We get an awkward double team corner whip on Venom with Felino landing a running clothesline as he's now taking over as the legal participant. He elevates Venom into a razor's edge lift before delivering a brutal completion of the move. I liked that. No?
It's not razor, so I don't care.
I will say, actually, and I don't know if I mention it later on, Felino, again, doesn't put many a foot wrong in the whole time he's on the show. And some of his moves are actually quite cool. Mm-hmm. He hit the second rope super power bomb as well. Hits this. I was like, okay, fine. Shit gimmick. Let's just get that clear. Let's make no mistakes of that. Fucking Puss in Boots. What are we doing?
Oh.
Like, not good. But again, good wrestler, actually. Not bad. Psychosis with a slingshot senton into the ring, and he hooks the leg for a count of 2. Body slam, and we see Felino casually go to the top rope, take 2 steps along the rope with no support, and connects with an elbow drop that results in a near fall. Nice. Powerbomb in the corner, and we see El Mosco slingshot into the ring, landing a senton, and he follows up with a very nice spinning back heel kick off a whip. El Mosco lands a cheap slap to the chest of Callow on the apron before delivering a body slam to Venom and connecting with a second rope springboard moonsault. 2 count. Psychosis back in the ring, Bullman, and he just about prevents the tag from being made before delivering a snapmare takedown and running drop kick to the side of the head. Front suplex connects and we get another near fall. As Venom sits up, having kicked out, he is immediately met with a running kick to the face from Felino. And then I've tried to put Felino, and it is auto-corrected to Filipino, lands a series of kicks before dumping Venom with a fireman's carry slam. Super Callow makes the tag, but immediately runs into a shoulder to the knee, dropping him in the process. Tag made to El Mosco, who from the apron scores with a rope-assisted calf strike to the back of the head. Don't know quite what to call that. Psychosis back in, and he scores with a drop kick to the kneeling opponent before taking him down with a snapmare and slapping on a head scissors. Felino back in the ring, and they whip Callow into the buckles, but the cat misses the running clothesline, and Callow connects with a spinning heel kick on Psychosis. Drop kick sends El Mosco off the apron, and for the first time in the match, in comes Blitzkrieg. I forgot he was there.
Yeah.
Irritatingly, he begins attacking Psychosis in the opposition's corner, who are just happy to watch it unfold. Sure. But he misses the following attempt at a drop kick off a whip. Psychosis grabs his opponent by the arm and yanks him onto his back before yanking him onto his feet, where he quickly scores with an arm drag. I actually quite like that. Wheelbarrow arm drag takedown by Blitzkrieg, who leaps directly into a spinebuster moments later. 2 count for the Rudos. Corner whip is reversed, and Blitzkrieg impressively runs up and backflips off Psychosis, but eats a kick upon landing. However, he manages to sidestep the following charge that sees Psychosis go sailing over the top and down to the floor. Blitzkrieg takes him out on a plunger, which has Psychosis sprinting up the... fakes him, not takes him. Blitzkrieg fakes him out on a plunger, which has Psychosis sprinting up the aisleway in retreat. Venom and El Mosco, the legal men, and with the latter pushing off from a side headlock and not moving on the shoulder tackle impact. He cannot, however, stay on his feet from the clothesline shortly thereafter. Whip is reversed, and Venom ducks a clothesline before flipping over the ropes onto the apron. He grabs a single knuckle lock up, leaps to the top rope, and hits a very nice twisting head scissors takedown. With El Mosco on the floor, Venom looks for a senton over the top rope, but is caught, although he does successfully connect with a Hurricane Runner instead. In the ring, Felino puts Callow on the canvas with a snapmare and delivers an elbow drop to the sternum. Tiger Driver variant leads to a close 3 count. Body slam by the cat, and Psychosis follows in with a slingshot leg drop. Now El Mosco runs in, but is dropped with a running drop kick. Corner whip is reversed, and Super Callow leaps from the middle rope to the top rope, but does not find a target on the missile drop kick attempt. Clothesline sends the Technico to the outside, allowing Blitzkrieg to take over. Snapmare and neck snapper by the masked man, who is met by a running clothesline when he returns to his feet from Psychosis. Venom misses with a wild strike, and he too eats a clothesline. Felino sits on the top rope and has Venom elevated into his grip, where he delivers a super sit-out powerbomb, which is enough, well, I called one of his moves early to be fair, for the 1, 2, 3. And here we go. I've seen him more than enough for one night, but I must admit Felino has some very good looking moves in his arsenal.
Yeah.
What'd you score this one?
1.5.
2. I was like, okay. Actually, if I take away the fact that I'm livid,
yeah,
I'm like 2.
Yeah.
I think I've gone 2.25 has been my highest so far.
I think I've done 2.5.
Yes, potentially. I don't quite recall which. I think we
would have been Rey Mysterio would have been in it.
That is fair enough. We are, I think, 3 matches away.
Yay!
3 matches away. Brace yourself. We're getting to the nitty gritty. How is this? This has gone over the actual show, which is just depressing.
Hasn't it?
Just depressing. We got a good bit of kind of back and forth at the early stages as well.
Course, yeah.
So into the next match,
yes.
We get Kendo, Hector Garza, Raul, and La Parka versus Kazuyashi, Norman Smiley, Johnny Swinger, and Fit Finlay. I don't need to explain who any of these people are.
No, you don't.
With Chris Jericho.
Of course.
I will say this much. I'm not angry about seeing either Kendo or La Parka again, as for very different reasons I've actually enjoyed them on the show. As the Rudo team make their way to the ring, Chris Jericho retrieves a microphone to address the audience. He says that he was originally supposed to compete in this match, but seeing as he has already beaten every Mexican in this place, including Conan, twice, he decided to give himself the night off. Not to worry, even though the people will not get to see him wrestle, they will still get to see him stand right here and coach his friends to victory, because he will never, ever deprive the people of seeing him and the greatest team in professional wrestling history.
Bold.
He knows it's bollocks. To cap things off, he blows a kiss to the crowd, and the next match can now get underway.
Yep.
Starting things off appears to be Fit Finlay, but all 4 opponents on the other side look keen to start things off against him as they march across the ring in his direction. After the official steps between them, it becomes clear that Hector Garza will be the legal participant for the team. Finlay wipes the sweat off his head and flicks it in the direction of Garza, who then runs his fingers through his greasy hair and returns the gesture.
Gross.
They lock up where Finlay is backed against the ropes until he shifts position and drives a forearm clubbing down towards the chest. Side headlock, and we get a tag to Norman Smiley, who lands a kick to the arm before delivering a well-placed kick to the knee. Big chop to the chest by Norman, but he is taken down by a double leg and planted with a big chop from Garza. On their feet, Smiley grabs a cravat neck lock, which I respect in many ways, driving Hector down to his knees before securing the arm and making the tag to Hayashi. Kaz lands a kick to the ribs, but Garza makes the tag to Raul regardless. Lock up into a hammerlock by... That's amazing.
Yeah.
Who the fuck's this? Lock up into a hammerlock by Robert... Raul?
Robert?
But it says by Robert Hayashi.
Okay.
By Raul, Hayashi slipped behind into a hammerlock of his own. I'm pretty sure it's Raul.
Yeah.
By Robert. Hector. Yeah, it makes tags. Yeah, it has to be. It is Raul. He's Ralph, he's Robert, he's Raul. He's all of them.
All of them.
Elbow to the face breaks the hold and Hayashi leaps. I've jinxed it here because I put elbow to the face breaks the hold and Hayashi leaps when Ralph slides between his legs off the ropes. A pair of countered hip toss attempts sees Hayashi eventually land a stiff knee to the midsection, but he quickly runs into a drop toe hold. Raul bounces Hayashi's face off the canvas a number of times before a clothesline sends both men over the top down to the outside. Jericho checks on the condition of Kaz at ringside as Johnny Swinger and Kendo take over in the ring. Snapmare attempt from Johnny sees Kendo flip onto his feet, and he does the same. And he does the same off the following monkey flip attempt. That was nice. Clothesline is ducked and Kendo connects with a super kick, dropping Swinger hard. LaParca, you enjoyed the dropping Swinger hard bit?
I did. Yeah, I did. I've got to get my kicks where I can.
You do, absolutely. And he got his kick there to the jaw.
Yep.
LaParca and Norman Smiley both step into the ring and it appears as though the fans may wish to see a dance-off.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, stop wrestling.
Yep.
Just do a dance-off.
Smiley begins to do the wiggle, but LaParca raises both hands, signalling him to stop so he can commence his strut.
Yeah.
And yes, I did it again.
Yeah.
As he cups his ears to the fans, Norman attacks him and begins his playful air-fucking routine once again. Drop down by LaParca, who plants a big overhand chop to the Englishman's chest before an even louder one is delivered to the back. Swinger tries to run interference but is quickly sent packing between the ropes and down to the floor. Shoulder tackle by Norman and we get a quick cover, make it twice. Big right hands.
Every time you say Norman,
Yeah.
in my head it's, do you remember from childhood watching Fireman Sam?
I never liked Fireman Sam.
Oh, man. I loved it as a kid. But one of the kids in it was called Norman, and obviously they're Welsh.
Brilliant.
It was Norman.
Norman.
Oh, it was amazing. Every time I hear the name Norman,
It's Welsh.
it's what I think. Yeah.
Well, this one's English, so we're
It's
close.
great. It makes me happy on the inside.
Good. Something has to make you happy on this show at this point.
Oh, it does.
Big right hands finds nothing.
Are you all right? No?
Oh, I know what it's gone for here. That's amazing. Big right hands finds nothing but air. It actually says, big right hand finds nothing better. And nor do I, quite frankly. And LaParca connects with an enziguri that earns him a near fall. Snapmare takedown from Norman. Do you want to do the...
No, in my head I do it though every time.
What's the other phrase in Welsh I quite like?
Oh, no.
No, save
not
that for
doing
special
it, no.
occasions. Brings Hayashi back into the match and he delivers a stiff kick to the side of the head. Running drop kick to the temple sees the Rudo team in full control. Corner beatdown from all four men as Finlay re-enters the match and connects with a road running shoulder block.
Cool.
Road running shoulder meep, meep. In the corner. Fine, that's what it is now.
Yep.
La Parka is whipped into the ropes where he is tripped and falls on his face, courtesy of Chris Jericho. Elbow drop and a European uppercut by Fit Finlay, who follows in by standing on the chest of the masked man, who is now pulled out of the ring and kicked by Chris Jericho. Hayashi and Raul are now the men in the ring, and Kaz connects with a kick to the midsection. Brainbuster by Hayashi, who climbs to the top rope, where he taunts the fans before leaping recklessly into a dropkick to the midsection. Pump handle tombstone.
Nope.
No?
Absolutely not.
Probably the peak of this match by Raul, who makes the sexy cover in a 69 position for a 1 count where the pin is broken up.
I never want to see one of those ever again.
What, a sexy pin cover?
The little bit before.
Pump handle tombstone.
I hate that.
We've tested it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah. And you want to be the recipient of that, I assume, yeah.
Hey, I've got a delicate little neck. I don't think I could take any of that.
I'll be honest, I don't think he's going to drop you on your neck.
No.
Yeah, I'd be worried about something else with your neck, to be honest, with Tess. Yeah, exactly that. Just a little arm around the shoulder, very nice. Things now become chaotic as Finlay levels La Parka with a clothesline and Kendo drops Johnny with a drop kick. That's a sentence. Inexplicably, Kendo runs directly into his own partner in a clear miscommunication before he's whipped back into him and elevated onto the apron. No idea.
Do you know what? It shocks me that would happen. Miscommunication in a wrestling match.
I know.
Oh, shocking.
Especially in 8-man matches.
So annoying.
Very difficult, that. Very difficult.
So irritating.
Finlay charges in and misses a strike on Parker, but eats a strike to the midsection from Kendo. La Parka goes to make the cover, but quickly moves out of the way as Swinger looks to drop an elbow, which instead connects with the Irishman. Kendo slingshots himself over the ropes, landing in a 2-man splash, and he and Parker dropkick Swinger and Finlay out of the ring. Kendo comes sailing over the top, but is caught, which blinds the Rudos, allowing La Parka to take out all of them on a suicide dive. In comes Garza, and he connects with a pair of dropkicks on Smiley before delivering a body slam. Standing moonsault only gets a count of 1, and Hector soon finds himself poked in the eye.
Boo. Oh.
The typo again, it's just great. In comes Standing moonsault only gets a count of 1, and Hector soon finds himself poked in the eyes by the Brit, or as it says here, by the brick. Garza lands on his feet from a back suplex attempt, but eats an elbow and is quickly locked into the crossface chicken wing with no other option. Hector Garza signals his surrender for the 2nd time in one night. Big man. Jericho's quickly in the ring to gyrate beside the victorious Norman Smiley and the rest of the team. Score, Holly.
1.25.
1.5. I'm coming back down a bit.
Yeah.
Coming back down off the high.
Yeah.
But we've now reached the co-main event of the evening.
Oh, good God.
Co-main event. We are on match number 11 of 12, Holly. Can you Adam and fucking Eve it at this point?
Yay.
Rey Mysterio Jr., your boy Salcero is back in the ring.
Yay.
And Piloto Suicida versus Damien, Halloween, and Tubby Gymnast.
The horror movie collective, as I like to call them.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good. No, I like that.
Yeah.
Yep. Did you remember that actual... Oh, of course you didn't. You didn't know him.
No. Orange Monster I've got written down
Orange
here
Monster.
at some point.
Yep, so that is Halloween.
Chubby Gymnast is back.
Yep, Chubby Gymnast.
And
Shit Sting, is it?
Yeah, I think so.
Guess we'll find out as we go through your
when
notes.
we get there.
I don't know why, but I cannot help but enjoy Salcero, who is dancing his way down to ring and furthermore at ringside, with one of the many female dancers that we've seen on the show. After the Rudos have entered the ring, and as the official is checking Rey Mysterio, Damien strikes him in the knee with a Singapore cane. Fuck it, I guess. There's something incredibly amusing to me about Superboy. He might have one of the least professional wrestling physiques I've ever seen, and that is saying something.
Oh, okay.
The bell sounds as apparently that is fair game as the Rudo continues to attack him and dismantle the Technicos with the cane. Salcero is restrained in the middle of the ring and takes a punch to the face from Halloween, or Orange Monster, but Suicida is able to sidestep a charging Damien, which sends Superboy down to the canvas. Kick to the back of the leg sends Damien crashing between the ropes to the outside before a shoulder charge sends Suicida out right after him. Superboy decides to hit the ropes for reasons, but he eats, amongst other things, a missile drop kick to the face from Salcero. Now it's Halloween's turn to connect with a missile drop kick, but when he charges in, he is elevated into a seated position on the top rope. Salcero joins him up there, but after taking a moment to gyrate, is dropped with a dick guillotine.
Yay!
Mysterio, having been elbowed off the top rope, quickly returns and delivers a top rope bulldog. Very nice. Hook of the leg only sees a count of 1 before Superboy breaks it up.
Boom.
The big guy lands... Enough drop kick. The big guy lands another drop kick to Mysterio, and now Suicida is in the ring. Superboy impressively leaps over into a forward roll and cartwheels before backflipping away from his opponent. Suicida rushes in but is pushed away to the opposite buckles, but he does get his feet up on the following charge. Monkey flip attempt sees the man in green land on his feet, and he scores with a satellite head scissors takedown. Suicida looks to run towards the ropes, but either fakes his opponents out or has to make up for the fact that Halloween tripped on his ass as he enters the ring. I think that was accident. I think he actually trips.
Yeah. I hope he did.
Salcero front flips his way into the ring, and I have to laugh as he is immediately met with a super kick from Halloween. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah.
Such a graceful flip into the ring, and as soon as he kind of arches back to his feet, as if, you know, when people can do those really good handstand flips where they kind of stand up in slow motion, it seems like.
Yeah.
And just as he reaches the apex, kick to the jaw, and then he, in the same kind of motion, just goes straight back down again.
Yes.
I don't know why. Really tickled me. I think I was delirious at this point.
Oh, yeah.
But really, really tickled me. Oh, yeah, that was it. Stinger splash attempt in the corner misses, and Salcero is able to drag Halloween away by the lapels before avoiding the second charge with a leapfrog. He connects with a hip toss that sends the masked man into his own teammates, but he misses with a wild swing. Back suplex attempt sees him land on his feet, and when he slaps Halloween on the back to get his attention, he quickly ducks, resulting in Halloween slapping the shit out of Superboy. This process continues now with Superboy and Damien before finally it's the official who gets a slap.
Fine.
Yeah, fine, I don't care at this point. Salcero runs to his own corner and celebrates for the fans before making the tag to Mysterio. My guy.
Yep.
Ray immediately takes a drop kick to the chest from Damien, who angrily stomps around as he shouts at the crowd. Drop down and leapfrog by Damien, but he rolls onto his back too early and takes a stamp to the face. Leapfrog by Mysterio, who rolls backwards and connects with multiple Revolution satellite head scissor takedown. Before he can do anything further, though, he is clotheslined from behind by Halloween. Whip sends Mysterio to the ropes, and we see a precursor of what would become the 619 as he re-enters the ring and kicks Halloween in the legs, which causes him to fly between the ropes and connect with Damien on the outside. The Rudos take a minute to gather themselves as Superboy now enters the ring to face off against Suicida. Spinning back heel kick connects from Superboy, and he takes Suicida into his team's corner, where a further Singapore cane shot lands to the top of the head, which was funny. It was funny.
I mean, yeah.
More double team action, as Damien delivers a Singapore cane, not Priest, strikes to the midsection as the official is distracted in the opposite corner, like it matters. Halloween sits the man in green on the top turnbuckle before diving... No. Halloween sits the man in green on the top turnbuckle before driving his sausage into his face and connecting with a Super Hurricane Runner. Real full-on sausage to the face.
It was, wasn't it?
Yep. Superboy connects with a very painful-looking senton bomb that doesn't see him carry over to the other side of his opponent and land like a wet thud. Damien and Superboy both find their whips reversed as they collide with one another, and we get the tandem rowing groin stretch that is topped off with a springboard-seated senton from Mysterio to Halloween in the middle, which earns a count of 2. Finish it there.
Yeah, be done.
All 6 men begin to brawl in the ring, and for the 17th time in the night, we see 2 bad guys miss time an overhand chop as Halloween connects with Superboy before he runs into a spinebuster from Suicida. Suicida runs to the top rope and goes soaring to the outside with a crossbody, wiping out Superboy, and in the ring Rey Mysterio connects with a lovely Hurricane Runner that sends Halloween to the floor. Slingshot senton from Mysterio wipes out Halloween as Damien and Salcero are left in the ring. Hurricane Runner from Salcero gets a near fall, and he soon follows up with a top rope standing moonsault. Victory roll pin gets a count of 2, but Damien now catches him up top and scores with a muscle buster / torture rack bomb. That looks brutal.
I don't like that.
That gets the 1, 2, 3. Definitely should finish the match though.
Yeah.
Not long after the culmination of this match, we see Disco Inferno hit the ring and deliver a stunner to Rey Mysterio.
What the fuck is this guy?
Glenn Gilberti. We'll get to him.
Oh, okay.
The Rudos conduct a beatdown of the Luchadors until Conan runs into the ring to make the save. Conan grabs the microphone and tells Disco to get into the ring with him. He's challenging him to a fight.
Cool.
Conan requests that Mysterio stays out there in case Disco has any of those NWO fools ready to intervene and appear. Now we have our main event.
Yes.
Would you score that co-main event?
0.5.
1.75, and I don't know why.
No, I don't know why.
I think I was just very excited we were near the end.
Yeah,
very excited
so.
we were near the end. Because not good.
No, it really wasn't.
No, I know.
Even your guy didn't really give much.
No, he didn't.
No.
He didn't. Although the finish, I really liked the finish, actually, having said that. But the rest of the match was just fine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Definitely delirious.
Yeah. I mean, it's all right. We've got the main event, Holly.
Oh, amazing. Everything has been waiting for this moment.
Disco Inferno versus Conan with Rey Mysterio. Thoughts?
This match
Yeah.
doesn't make Conan look good. I don't think.
No.
And I don't get it. If you're going to do it, if you're going to give him a match against...
Not Disco fucking Inferno.
I mean, someone a bit bigger at least.
Do you know what? Like, okay, so to cap off this show, like,
Yes.
you're trying to make him look good. So that's we tried to do well, but unfortunately, you know, we just couldn't get rid of the chlamydia. So we've given you AIDS as well. Like, it's not helped the situation. You've added by making it worse.
It really just made him look awful, especially the fact that he asked Mysterio to stay.
Yeah, in case anyone comes down.
Mate,
Yeah,
you're fine. Look at you.
You're 6'1".
You're fine.
Let's not have fucking baby sausage stay out there with you.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous.
I just didn't understand the logic at all, and it just, considering that he effectively gave me a bit of something throughout this, it was done here.
Yep.
Done.
Yeah. We've seen Conan in other shows. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
Okay, so you remember that. Cool.
Yeah. Yes,
So
you gave me a story about him.
I did, about looking out for the luchadors in WCW. Yes. So tell me why you're in Disco Inferno's corner for this one, please.
I still wasn't, but it's just...
Did you know that's who he was?
Who?
Disco Inferno.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Love
I did.
that. As Disco climbs up onto the apron, we can hear Mysterio get the crowd involved with a K-Dog, K-Dog.
It's just someone called Disco. It's just brilliant. It's great.
Well, it's better than Glenn Gilberti.
Oh, yeah.
So, who eventually was actually helping book WCW, which explains a lot.
Oh.
Big friends with Vince Russo. Say no more. Say no more. The two men circle one another, and the bell sounds as they lock up. End of the show. Let's end it there. Fuck it. Do you know what? I've given it a good run.
Ding ding ding.
I took everything it could give, and I've taken it to 2.5 hours.
Oh, God.
But I've made it longer by doing that, you fucking moron. The two men circle one another and the bell sounds so they lock up. Backed in the corner, Disco misses with a wild right and they switch positions where Conan unloads with a series of strikes. Whip to the buckles and Disco is sent for a ride with a hip toss and drop kick to the face while seated. K-Dog begins stomping a mud hole and walking it dry in the chest of Inferno before turning to address the crowd. Kick to the midsection by Disco, but his whip is reversed and Conan connects with a clothesline after a drop down. Whip reversal, this time by Disco, but his clothesline is ducked and he is planted face first into the canvas with a bulldog. Disco rolls to the outside, signalling that and it's ridiculous, isn't it, that he wants a timeout before slowly making his way back to the ring.
It's all like dancing moves.
It is, yeah.
He rolls out.
Yeah.
It's great.
He hasn't done the splits yet.
No.
Conan rallies the fans and eats a kick to the midsection and elbow to the back of the we will never know.
Head?
Yeah, sure, because the next word I've got is forearm, which seems silly. Forearm to the chest in the corner, but Disco finds his whip countered, although he does get a back elbow up on the charge. Running forearm puts Conan down on the canvas, where he takes repeated stomps to the back of the head and shoulders. No more dandruff. Drop toe holder for whip and Inferno land. You see the level of fucking jokes I'm trying to make here, just to make myself smile.
Yeah.
Drop toe hold off a whip and Inferno lands with a forearm drop to the back of the neck before irritatingly conducting his Saturday night fever routine.
Yep. Irritating.
Yes.
Considering I quite like dancing, obviously.
You love a disco.
This irritates the fuck out of me.
You love that when you're going there with your afro and your kind of big kind of collared t-shirt like Harry Hill. Flares. Platforms. See, I know the routine.
Absolutely.
Big fucking sunglasses.
Oh,
big
obviously.
fucking sunglasses and a gold chain if you've got one, please.
Oh, okay.
Trying to find the will. Where are we? Conan gets back to his feet and elbows free. No, probably done that. Probably done this.
Mm-hmm.
Back of the neck fights everyone strikes.
Yeah, no.
I don't know where we are. Fuck it, we'll start from here. Oh no, what have I clicked? Oh no, I've clicked things.
Oh dear,
I've clicked
this is
things.
very disappointing.
Stop this.
Oh God.
Stop it.
If we're screwed
No,
with
we're
it, it's
good.
my notes,
We're good.
carrying on.
We're good. So Mysterio grabs the microphone to start another K-Dog chant. Conan gets to his feet and elbows free, but runs into a leaping back elbow that puts him back down on the canvas. With K-Dog in the corner, Disco unloads with methodical kicks that find their home, causing the Mexican Lucha Legend to wilt. Lucha Legend. Conan is between the ropes and is thrown between the ropes and down to the floor, leaving the ring clear for Disco to take the spotlight. When Conan returns, he immediately takes an elbow drop to the back of the neck, but fights his way back with strikes to the midsection until another elbow stops him in his tracks. Disco begins choking him over the middle rope and then the bottom, only breaking the hold, or hole as it says here, when instructed to do so. Disco sucks.
Yeah.
Disco sucks is actually what we hear. Disco begins arguing with the fans at the latest chant hurled in his direction, but does return his attention to Snapmare Conan down to the canvas. He climbs to the middle rope to strike his disco pose and chops at his crotch, but he misses with a forearm drop. Forward roll and clothesline connects by Conan. That's a classic Conan combination. Wow.
Good alliteration.
And he's back grabbing his groin. Ooh, I don't know what that noise was. That was it? No, okay, fine.
No.
Whip is reversed, but he still connects and plants Disco headfirst into the canvas with the DDT. Lazy cover only gets... Holly, I can see the bottom of my notes.
Yay.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Lazy cover only gets a count of 2. Conan ducks too early off a whip and takes a clubbing blow to the back before being dropped with a swinging neck breaker that earns Disco a near fall. Inferno looks for the stunner. Do you know what? I've got muscle memory because I'm still scrolling. I know I'm at the bottom, but my thumb is still scrolling. Oh my God, I'm so excited. I might take my pants off. Conan ducks too early off a whip and takes a clubbing blow to the back of the neck. Oh my God, I've read it again. Stop reading the same lines. Inferno looks for a stunner, but is pushed off, and Conan leapfrogs over him before landing a mule kick and drives him face first into the canvas with a K factor. Finally, we get a brief stint of Sesame Street punches in the corner. Get in, Conan, son! Before Disco connects with a brutal low blow. Mysterio jumps onto the apron, but is quickly knocked down by Disco. However, he turns his back and doesn't see the springboard dropkick coming that drops him onto his face. Conan grabs the arm and hooks him up in a tequila sunrise, which sees Disco tap the mat in submission. Holly, would you fucking believe it?
Oh,
that is the conclusion of the main event.
God.
As Conan begins strutting in the ring following his victory, we are taken to camera shots down the aisleway of the men and women who have danced throughout the show and probably had a much better time than we have. And it isn't long before the 2 members of the Filthy Animals join them in their celebration as the show comes to a close. Holly, what did you think of this match, please?
Do you know what? I gave it 1.75.
Drunk.
Do you know why? Because it's the end.
0.75.
It's the fucking end.
I gave it 0.75 because Disco Inferno in a main event. Conan for the 3rd time. Pants high as a motherfucker.
Oh, it was awful.
Rey Mysterio being the bodyguard.
Yeah.
And then him interfering.
In what world does that make Conan look good?
Also, Tequila Sunrise.
I mean...
Great name.
Yeah.
Not really a good finish.
Not really.
It's like a shit half Boston crab where I'm just going to put your leg there. I always like the setup. Weirdly, I like the setup for it, but the actual execution, you go,
Anticlimax.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a left-handed wank. Quite frankly.
Yeah.
So, Holly, a lot of excitement,
Jesus
lot to unpack. What did you think of the show?
Okay. I've got some bullet points here. It was really hard to watch. I didn't enjoy it. There was too much crammed in, repetitive moves, repetitive people, no commentary. I didn't like it at all. 1.5 out of 10. Okay,
I'm going to give it a lofty 0.5 stars. It's the worst show I have seen for this podcast by a fucking mile. We've seen some shit Saturday night's main events.
We have.
But I didn't see 5 people. Sorry, the same person 5 times, I should say. I was offended, and that was just seeing Disco Inferno. Even the bright sparks of the show, which I thought would be like your Psychosis, your Rey Mysterio.
Mm-hmm.
Rey Mysterio did fuck all in this, let's be clear.
Yeah.
Hoovy didn't really do much. Yeah. Genuinely, my favourite people on this night were Salcero, Kendo, and La Parka, just because they entertained me.
Yeah.
I see why it was never made into a show, to be honest.
Yeah.
That was 3 shows put into one, and they only aired the pilot. But I still think they must have done it as 3 episodes and just put it as one and said that they did it as a batch filming, because that was shocking to the point where after I saw the first 4 matches, I was like, do I just say, do you know what, that would have been their show and stop it there? But I was like, no. Yeah. We will be rewarded down the line.
Will we?
For having been punished with this right now.
Okay.
It's making me so wary about ever seeing anything Lucha related again.
I'd love it if actually someone had like a good recommendation for a decent one.
Yeah. But I don't want to hear it anytime soon, quite frankly.
Oh no, like we'll take the recommendation, but I'm not watching it for a year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely, and we'll forget by then. But thank you very much for helping us. Absolute wank.
Yeah,
absolute wank.
Yeah.
But
oh god,
this is going to be the saving grace, and I honestly, this is the second most excited thing I was for this show.
Okay.
The first being how you named people. The second being for who was outfit of the night. How many contenders have we got?
1, 2, 3, 4. Hang on, I can't count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5. Okay, right. I'm just going to throw a few names out there.
And also, just bear this in mind.
Oh,
at the time of writing
you didn't know who they were.
I didn't know these people's names.
Salsa Man?
No.
Oh wow. Rey Mysterio?
Hang on. No. No, they are these people.
Hey, you tell me.
Right,
you just tell me who you got.
I'll just describe what they're wearing.
And I'll tell you who they probably were.
Man in a silver catsuit, mask with pointy bit, silver and black stripe detail.
As in the one with the horns mask?
Yeah.
Psychosis. Bullman.
Cool. All right.
Do you mean Bullman?
No,
Venom.
He's later.
The one who was limping.
There we go.
Venom.
Okay. The guy who looks like a fluffy cat.
Felino.
I know that now, but Skeletor.
Yep. La Parka.
Silver King. I knew.
Silver King with the lasso.
Name. Yeah.
So you looked him up at some point.
Yep.
Ted. I did it again. Yeah. Lasso. What the fuck is wrong with me?
He's got Ted in his hands.
Yeah.
I've got.
Got Ted in his hands.
Yeah, Ted Lasso.
Right. Okay.
El Toro, as I keep calling him. All black, white, green, and red detail horns. It's the bull.
Psychosis.
Yeah. And then I just put. This was actually really hard to do this time because I didn't know who people were.
I think there's only one right answer.
I hope it's who I think
La
it
Parka.
Is that Skeletor?
Yep.
Absolutely.
Hey, La Parka's made it onto the Holly Hall of Fame. Who'd have thunk it?
Yep.
I think that is the correct answer because La Parka is who I'd have gone for.
Good.
Just what are your takeaways from this?
I just don't know. This made me question wrestling.
Yes. Well, did it make you question lucha or wrestling?
Both.
Yeah. I'll be honest. Get more moves. Arm drags, very nice. Tilt world slam. Okay. Tilt world backbreaker. Okay. Head scissors. Okay. Satellite takedowns. Hurricane runners. Okay. Yes. Very nice. Okay. Throw myself aimlessly over the top and hope for the best. Raul.
Ralph.
Yeah. Who's the other one? Robert. How Robert came out from Raul.
Robert.
I don't know. Hobbit. And that is enough from Frodo and Smeagol on this one, I think. But before we go, there's one last thing. One last thing. I promise you this will be the last thing I ask from you on this show.
Okay.
Please can you share the socials with the listeners?
No.
I don't blame you.
wintwicepod@gmail.com. Wintwicepod for Instagram and YouTube.
Just had a thought.
No.
Why the fuck didn't we get a beer for this?
I know. One wouldn't have been enough.
No, that is true, because I feel like then you've opened Pandora's box and you just keep going.
A keg?
A keg. Yeah, I mean, there were a few kegs on this, to be fair. Yeah. Superboy being one of them. But yeah, cool. That I'll be honest, I'm quite relieved that one's out of the way. Yeah, I love our recordings. I really do. Yeah. This is the first one where I've gone, do you know, I could do without doing this.
Yep.
Not because I didn't want the back and forward.
No, I'm there. I get it.
But just the thought of reading my notes, I can only imagine how bad it was listening to them. So
I don't know.
Hopefully I didn't do it too bad of a justice.
I feel like it'd be better for people that didn't have to watch it.
Yeah, don't. If you can avoid it, don't. Yeah. Actually, no, fuck it. Watch it. Oh. Watch it and then give me your thoughts, because I need to know that other people have gone through this.
Okay, yeah, maybe, yeah.
So if anyone... do you know what? Ideally, if someone who's seen that show and enjoyed it, please tell me why. Give me the reasons why. Yeah, because everyone's allowed their own opinions, but I can't get anything from this, really, apart from like the things I'm clutching for with like Salsero. But yeah, other than that, I've actually had a lovely time.
I have had a lovely time.
I'm glad you have. Hopefully you've been able to put up with this 2 hours and 37 minutes of extreme luchador action. No me gusta is the takeaway from this one for me. But until the next time, guys, take care.
Bye.
Until next time, this has been a Win Twice Wrestling production. Peace out.